Do you like my face? Because mine's the only one you will see for the whole session.
I can do this without like wafting air into my microphone, so that's good.
Nice. Some good.
I'm sure I could
some
if I
good
wanted to,
fanage.
but
I was at a table read, and one of the actors had a fan.
Like
They
for
showed up.
character purposes?
No.
Or for fun?
Uh,
Oh, just for
The
funsies.
fan themselves.
Ah, yeah.
I have a suspicion, but I don't want to.
I think I also know who it is.
I also have
So I'll just be suspicious.
Yeah.
Hola.
I'm curious what your guess is.
Will.
Post stream, we can do a
Give
1, 2,
me,
3.
give me the initials.
Starts with an H is mine.
Oh,
Starts with an H.
Mine starts with a T.
and mine also starts with T.
Two of you are correct.
Oh,
Ooh.
Interesting.
H.
Yep. Yep.
Someone else. Yeah.
Oh.
I am still here, Kung Fu Fenris. Don't you worry. Oh, hooray!
But also,
But hi, everyone out there in
Hello.
chat land. Welcome to our little game, our wonderful game that we love. Oh, okay.
So really just
We'll take a look at that. Thank you, Kung Fu Fenris. You'll let us know, of course, if anything changes as we do the thing, as a certain Varric might say. Oh, great, better. Already, better.
Better.
Perfect. Oh, that's better.
Sweet. Yeah, unfortunately, for whatever reason, when we start the computer, we have to like turn the volume down and up again for it to remember that the microphone exists. We have to do that for each of the microphones.
Just
And this is like, yeah,
just to remind them a little bit. Just to be like,
hiding this. Yeah.
hello.
they can't even see the microphones. Well, I guess they can see my microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty present there.
cradled.
Oh, you guys did that at the same time. That was wild. I didn't even. I wasn't on the same page. Yeah, instinct. Yes, the cradle.
Kate and I are used to like curtain call vows. You're like flicking out of the corner of your eye, like, and down.
Music's a little loud.
I dropped it a little. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
It's a long weekend here in Canada
That's right.
for some.
For
Some.
I was gonna say
People
for
who
at
take
least here
long
anyway.
weekends, yeah,
Oh.
I need to speak more.
to get a better idea.
Do you want to tell us about your, I don't know, holiday weekend, and or maybe other thoughts?
Or
that
do you need to
have about
speak
life?
now? The new Taylor Swift album that's coming. Well, she's the one she's re-recording.
Check
Get
1,
that
2,
teaser
3.
stuff out.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should be all right.
The New York Times crossword is whoever writes it is a Swiftie, and I swear to God, it's like Taylor Swift hit from 2020, and I like look it up, and there's like 40 songs. I'm like, Jesus
she's
Christ, woman!
Very prolific. Yeah, can confirm.
Why am I not doing this crossword?
Yeah,
Actually, you know what? Actually, I think I know the clue because I specifically the other
Yeah.
day was like,
Oh yeah, you did.
blank something.
Ellie
Blank
Spot,
Roberts or
I
whatever. I know that one.
have to admit that if there's anyone's approval I want,
Oh,
it's Bebe's.
hey, very good. Lots? Now, is that like Jonathan Swift though?
Bib is just sitting
Thank
there
you.
like this.
that's a different kind of baby situation.
Bebe's pulling a Joaquin.
Yeah,
Phoenix,
exactly.
like,
Yeah. No, baby, no, yes. Oh, okay.
well, that's
Well, just
I'm gonna
the thing. Just
Close
close
that
the door.
I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but it was outside noise. It was very funny. You need to stream more with your cam in full screen. Got it. Okay, cool.
Oh, so True Crew must be a big hit for Bebe.
I think so.
sounded like a lawnmower ran over a rake.
That actually, yes, that's very good. That's exactly what that sounded
I'm
like.
going to assume that my voice might be too deep for Bebe. Because my voice is deeper than yours.
But Bebe
Yeah.
loves this voice more than anything.
God.
If I was to play a character on Drew Crew, who would you give me?
I think John would be an excellent Ned.
Oh.
Well. Oh, hey, Nancy.
I'd go with George, the disinterested
George would
tomboyish
also
friend.
be excellent.
Yeah. You know.
Or the dad.
Oh, Parson Drew, of course.
Yes, Nancy, it's all right. I will dedicate half the police force to your whim.
I mean, literally though, yeah.
Wasn't he a lawyer? And yet he commands. Yeah.
I don't. His job is incredibly nebulous, and I love it.
He seems to operate in all areas of law.
Yeah, he's
As well.
like sometimes he
I am law.
he's fucking Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Drew Dredd.
Exactly. You can't prove that he's not. There you go. Challenge.
You have to do the grimace though when you're Judge Dredd, because that's all you see of him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we have a look, this is you.
Yes.
So you did not advance last session.
Correct, Amundo.
How will you survive?
With my 3 creativity, 2 focus, and no negatives. Fuck yeah,
That feels-
I'll survive.
That feels pretty good. Oh.
Sitting pretty. No 3s.
Good at your stats. Holy shit! Well,
I
I
mean,
just
that's
haven't been
what
upping my
I've
stats.
used my upgrades for.
That's
yeah.
fair.
You shifted your balance.
I did. I did,
You
and I'm,
shifted
and I'm
your
thrilled. Yeah,
That's what you did.
Yeah.
You chose this.
I did.
You also unlocked your moment of balance, which is gonna be fucking sweet when it's
When it
actually
happens.
plot relevant. Because
Accurate.
yeah, I was looking at mine. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy that now because it's not useful right now.
Doing this right now.
Min max.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sounds
Because
good.
if I was going to accuse somebody of min-maxing, it'd be you.
well, would it
Of
be?
the
Would it
three
be
of
you?
us?
Yeah, I was gonna
Out
say.
of,
Like,
out of the 3 of you, which one of you do you think is the biggest min-maxer?
I'm probably broken.
It's not
I would
Scott.
go for you.
That's
No, this is correct. Yes.
I would put the 2 of
Well, you had
together.
Jack of all trades in Changeling, and that was so OP.
Yeah,
Holy
that's
fuck.
Best 5 points
Like,
I've
I
ever
mean,
spent.
you know, Amnesia was great for
Easy,
story, and it
easy.
sucked for
Yes,
story,
correct.
but it was like mechanically Jack of all trades.
I warned him. I said,
yeah.
like, if you take
No.
Amnesia, I'm going to make you pay for it. And
Yeah.
he was like, I'm doing it anyway. I was like,
I did.
all
I
right.
got, yeah, I got my stone skin. And I got my jack of all trades.
And
I
Stone
know.
Skin did not help you
Literally
get
not at all.
at all.
Jack of all trades.
I got
All the
Stone
time.
Skin.
Got shot session 1. Oh.
Ah, good times.
Session 2.
But you know what you can do if your character is at risk of getting shot or has just gotten shot? You
What?
can communicate something about that.
Oh!
You can use your safety cards.
A rare non-John segment.
Yeah. I just saw the opportunity and I took it because that's what heroes do. And my play card is backward. There we go. I'll eventually get this right.
At least, but that was an accident.
So you folks don't have cards. We'll get to your options in a moment, but we've got these. The green card, play, means thumbs up. I am enthusiastically consenting to what's going on. Yeah, my character just got shot, but that's okay. Let's keep going. This is fine. Pause card, yellow card, means, hey folks, just a heads up at the table. Hey, there's been some stuff in the news lately. Maybe we don't want to go in too much about the scene. Let's move on with the fact that my character's injured and keep going. Red would be a stop. It would be like, hey folks, this is a topic I don't want to go into at all. We would go to a BRB screen. It's an opportunity to discuss around the table about how you can adjust whatever just happened. Do whatever you need to do so that everyone at the table feels safe to continue. Game will only resume once everyone feels that way.
Mm-hmm.
You out there in chatland do not have cards, but you do have options. You can speak up and chat and be like, hey, listen. Hey folks, here's a thing, here's what I need. We may not catch it immediately. That's why you can also whisper us. That will be a bit more highlighted. We'd be a bit more likely to. Or I can whisper a moderator, right? Now we have Kung Fu Fenris in chat, and he would, or any of our moderators would be willing to take that information anonymously as well if you so choose. But again, we may not always be able to adapt in the moment. So as much as we do want to hear and try to adapt, you always have the option to remove yourself from stream or chat, as the need may be. We don't want to see you go. We do want to see you safe.
Very true. Thank you.
This time with examples.
Today with examples.
I'm going to try examples next time.
Oh,
Shit. Pressure's on.
Pressure's on, John. Here we go.
Well, I mean, someone throws down the gauntlet, and I have to pick it up.
Mhm.
Ellie Spot, I am. I don't know if that's fair.
Blades in the Dark? Look, you did, but at the same time, it was a mini campaign. We knew it was going to be short.
Did
So
I?
were our lives.
But I also didn't intend
That is true.
to create a character that would just then constantly get more experience.
You didn't intend to at first, but then
Well,
you saw what was
lean
happening and
into
you
it a
didn't
little bit,
stop
maybe.
doing it.
I built a character who was a daredevil, and
Yeah.
so I just kept daredevil
Yeah.
all day, every day.
Yeah,
Did
fair,
I
fair.
mention on... Sorry, Blades in the Dark reminded me. Did I mention on stream that I was listening I can't remember if I mentioned it last time or not. I've been listening a little bit to another like role-playing group online, and they're currently playing through Blades in the Dark, set in Kyoshi-era Ba Sing Se in the Avatar universe. Because at that time, apparently, Ba Sing Se was like, it was walled, but you couldn't get in or out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of spirit activity. Anyway, it seems like a really interesting port, and I'm gonna keep listening because I think it's really cool. Very criminal, Blades in the Dark.
Very criminal.
Zablika asks as an unpaid evil hack crony, do y'all have Girl by Moonlight, which is a Blades-inspired magical girls game, on your radar?
No,
I mean,
please drop it in
Ye-
the Discord.
That is an
Yeah.
excellent pitch. I
Yeah.
will say.
We do love magical girl games here.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yep. So in
Unpaid.
Discord, it's the best place to put all that deets, because that sounds great, but by the time stream is over, we're all going to be like,
In one ear,
What
out
was
the
it?
other.
it was something about a game, but I don't
was-
remember anything else.
Yeah, it was
Brains.
moons.
Yeah.
It was moons.
Also, I can't even remember where I put my drink down. I literally just reached for it.
I saw that.
Right where my safety guards were.
Kung Fu Fenris, would you recommend?
Please let us know. I'd love to know.
What I'd like to know is what happened last session.
Hell yeah.
Looks like pro bending is back on the menu, boys. Don meets the Unagis, a team en route to Republic City on a luxury liner. The firebender used to be a fire sage. Remembering the Mirror Scale's vision, Don agrees to join them and lead a tour to the spirit realm, as long as her entourage can come along for the ride. Bao learns that one of the Submarshark guards is in league with Zen T, the combustion bender. After a tense standoff, Bao narrowly escapes thanks to secret stowaway, now Oda. The two agree to join Don, Young-Soo, and Kai Ming on the Unagi's ship. Jai, on the other hand, refuses, leaving a bothered Bao and a despondent Don behind. All aboard! Turns out the Unagis need an airbender on their team or they're out of the tournament. Bao volunteers. The Unagis gain 1 Bao, our heroes gain 1 now. Will Young-Soo and Ha reunite? Will Bao lead the Unagis to victory? Will Don rally her spirits?
Find out now.
Spirits.
Ah.
Very good. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure I did when you also showed me the thing earlier.
I think I wrote it and I was like, Scott, this is the best synopsis I've ever written.
Genius. Great. Yeah, I loved it. Combustion bender's name. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every now and then it's like this, like the combustion bender is there. I'm like, yes, that person. Which page did I put their name
This
on?
is it.
Anyway, I'm talking to them. Or is their name? Anyway, yeah, you with a
If I could
face.
control F my own
boom
notes.
boom lady.
Yeah.
Well, Dan and Jai ever go on a second date?
Did? There were 3 question marks. There's snarky boom lady.
I love it.
That's-
Snarky boom.
Perfection, Kung Fu Fenris.
She's not around anymore
That's true.
to snark.
Did Jet die?
Who knows?
No, it's really unclear.
Oh! Falls under a
I
rock.
think we're this close to knowing that entire episode off by heart.
Oh, beautiful.
Just a few more watch throughs and we'll have it.
Will
Special
we
skills.
play an episode of this game where all we do is watch the episode and live react to it in character? Is that something we will do? Feels like it's going to get us banned.
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah, we
Yeah,
have
it
to,
feels like it, eh?
Watch it such that the audience couldn't see or hear it.
It's going to be really bad news
Yeah.
for everybody. Yeah.
I do enjoy being hoisted by my own petard.
Oh. Please don't. I have a name.
You know what a petard is?
I used to, because I played Age of Empires 2. And it was in the history for one of the units.
Or a dork.
I am a dork! But I do not remember.
It's a bomb.
Unfortunately. That does make sense, because it was the saboteur. And it was mentioned that was... Oh, well, there you go.
Petard is a small bomb. It's typically made. It's kind of. It could be an improvised one. It's usually like a small one.
That's
I
why
get that so wrong.
because it farts instead of explodes.
I
That's-
was not
that's
hoisted
where
by
my
your
brain
own
is.
hard.
No, that's fair, because
You've strung yourself up on your own flagpole.
I mean, that's like
That
as
makes
far
sense,
as the
yeah.
efficacy
there.
of the message. Yeah.
of course.
Oh my
And Fael
goodness.
also brings up a good point, though. Does Jai's stock go down because he's just not around?
I'll decide on. I don't know.
Oh, you're not sure? Okay, I guess you will
Well,
decide at some point.
We'll find out
Time.
after these messages. Thank you,
It is
Weirdness.
time.
To be absolutely fair, I thought that for like
Oh, yeah.
decades.
Hell yeah.
Until at some point someone was like,
Played
"Do
Age
you know
of
what a
Empires
vampire
2.
is?" I was like, no.
Yeah. Fart, yeah.
Used to blast down the door and make a hole in the wall.
A cruise ship is designed to be not the ultimate in vacationing. A cruise ship is designed to be the ultimate in laziness. If you want, you could stay in your room and just have people deliver food to you all day, and that would be okay. You could also leave your room and go and basically have everybody take care of almost every single need you possibly have, except that you're also out in the middle of nowhere, floating in an area in which, if this was happening 200, 300 years ago, you would be constantly in a fight for your own life and survival.
Sweet.
But a cruise ship isn't necessarily a lazy place if you don't want it to be. They can be bustling with activity. There's a reason why cruise director is a thing. Is Bao a cruise director? Did they create a situation whereby they are the entertainment? We might find out what sort of entertainment lies in store, but I will say that there are 3 secrets on this ship. The thing, too.
Just gonna write out of 3. Secret.
Will you find them all before you dock at Republic City?
You say before you die.
Oh, shit. Well, possibilities.
When the ship slips its moorings and makes its way out, headed back towards Republic City, there are several people who have lined up in order to wave goodbye. Not the least of which is, although not at the harbor directly, but, further up, a line of Kyoshi warriors saluting the ship as they leave. Perhaps maybe because they're far enough away that they can claim plausible deniability about whom they're addressing. There is, however, one person who is not waving goodbye to the ship as it leaves. Jai is nowhere to be seen. But
Don waves all the harder at the Kyoshi warriors, even though they're not even waving.
it might be. Also, waving hard, like,
It's like aggressive waving.
It's great. Sand everywhere.
Wave with sand.
You don't make a giant hand out of sand to wave with that instead?
I think
like
I do
Sandman? Anyway.
noted Spider-Man villain.
Sandman, yeah.
Famously,
Yeah.
sand waving.
Oh, God.
There's a little bit of complaining. Not a lot, but a little bit of complaining from Go, who is downgraded, as you'll recall from last session, thanks to Bao's negotiating. Now, Go has to handle a VIP suite all on his own instead of one of the luxury suites that now your group has, well, taken over 2 of them. Where are you when the ship finally slips out of sight? of Kyoshi Island. The ship disappears. You are
suspended
in midair. Cartoon
Yeah.
physics.
We haven't caught up
You can't
yet.
fall until
Right.
you look down.
Oh, so I just keep looking up then. Perfect. If no one, I mean, people can do what they need to do. Yongsu wants to get the gang together, specifically Naoda, who has been revealed to us. Yes, Bao mentioned it.
Yes.
And presumably Naoda was down in that suite that is soon to be occupied by Go.
Yes.
So we would get her out of there
Yeah.
and up towards us.
That is the plan.
That is the plan. So I think gathering in one of the suites.
Thank you. I didn't realize just how close I came to, being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
So we're in the VIP room, the door securely shut.
Correct.
Yes.
And Kai Ming is there as well. I don't think anyone else.
It's the five of
I
you.
know.
Right. Okay.
How long have you been following us?
Oh, I was there from, well, I made it onto the ship about 20 minutes before you did.
Interesting.
I assumed that you came to Kyoshi Island.
So you weren't on the Summer Shark on our way to the
No.
And what prompted you to follow us?
I was tracking Tatik. It took me longer to discover where he went.
Well, I don't think he's on this ship.
No. I doubt it. But I also doubt that he's gone anywhere that we can't reach him. My assumption is that he may have returned to Republic City.
Possibly.
Why would you assume that?
Because he no longer has what he was carrying. Is that not right? Do
He
you know,
lost his satchel in the explosion.
Do you know where the satchel is?
Kiyoshi found the satchel.
But not its contents.
No. Just a lockbox, half empty, with coins, and Bao produces one of the Salon gold coins.
Salmon gold. Yeah, I see it. She takes it and sort of turns it in her fingers a bit. And this is not, this is tracked now, isn't it?
Someone stole a lot of it.
She flicks it back to you.
You know an awful lot about the situation, but we don't know anything about you. Do you mind telling us why we should be trusting you at all, other than the fact that we all seem to be after the same thing?
I mean, she saved my life.
A good reason. A good start. Right.
She tilts her head as she looks at you. There's this sort of calculating glance up and down. I never asked you to trust me. Well, that's not fair. I asked Bao to trust me when we were in peril.
We're at the center of something that has a lot of connecting spokes, okay? And connecting those dots isn't certainly not my strong suit. But you seem to have a lot of information.
I do.
And you're asking us for more.
Yes.
Do you want to share some of what you know?
You mean the part where I said that I believe that he was heading back towards Republic City? That's not nothing, is it?
It's not nothing, but what if it doesn't jive with what we think? Assumptions we've made. Theories we've been gathering. Youngsu leans back in his chair, a little
Youngsu-
too far, and then sits forward.
You seem to have quite a chip on your shoulder, and not the spirit who was there earlier.
Oh. Like instantly, like, oh, Youngsu just like, oh. That's You're right. Go ahead.
We're feeling a little uneasy about who we can trust right now.
Let me be absolutely plain. I was hired to try and find Tatik, mostly because there was a suspicion as to what he was carrying. Are you aware of what the mirror scale is?
We learned on the island.
And you're aware of what it's capable of? Because, to be quite honest, I don't believe my client is. I believe that my client understands the basics, but hasn't extrapolated. The mirror scale is potentially much more powerful than its original use.
What does your client think it can do?
My client instructed me that the mirror scale was able to show the results of an action's consequences on the spirit world. Potential action.
Mm-hmm.
But I somehow suspect there's more.
If it is that powerful, then you'll understand why we have dedicated ourselves to making sure it finds a home where it can't be tampered with.
Yes. That I understand. Which is why I'm speaking with you now. My client did not tell me to retrieve the mirror scale. My client told me to retrieve Tatik.
Who is your client? I know that you were at one point working with Tarkon and the Hot Rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that was an attempt to get closer to Tatik.
But he wasn't affiliated with your client.
No, you were.
Who is it?
You were associated with the Hot Rocks.
We were associated.
Okay, yeah. Was it, yeah, David's whole time.
Cheaper than I thought.
Once I'm sure that I can trust you, I can tell you who my client is. Is that fair? I'm giving you what I know. That I need to keep to myself for a little longer, just in case. I'm certain that you're not going to tell me everything.
That's fair.
And we don't have to be concerned about you revealing our whereabouts to the Sawans.
I mean, Shai will see to that.
Why would the Sauron be interested in your whereabouts? Also, why would that matter? You're Sauron.
It's a long enough story that I don't feel like getting into it at this time.
The gold implicates them, though.
Yes. Their gold showed up in too many pockets. But whether it was them or whether it was whoever stole this gold in the first place, who knows? Tatik was delivering it, though. Which means Tatik has been seeing someone, because he certainly has not been carrying around that much gold on his person, as far as I can tell. Perhaps it's glued to his skin.
Do you trust Tatik's motives?
We don't know what they are.
I want to throttle him sometimes, but I trust him. He has a code that's infuriating at times because it means that he can't disclose information. He won't open parcels that he's set to deliver, even if it could endanger him. But I trust him to follow his code.
Combustion Bender was hired to blow up that embassy at that time, when Tatik just so happened to arrive. Now, was she hired by someone also after Tatik? Or did Tatik hire her to throw everyone off of his trail?
We know that she was affiliated with the Fire Sages.
So she said. But yes, I think we have to believe that at least.
So we are uncertain as to the depth to which we can trust him.
There is other information that I might be able to share about Tatik. There are questions as to whether or not he's Northern or Southern Water Tribe. Yes?
Yes.
The insignia that he carries, Southern Water Tribe. However, he continually claims that he's from the Northern Water Tribe. I don't believe he's either.
He's not a spy, a special forces member?
I believe that he is descended from Water Tribe. But he wasn't born there. Not in either of them.
Where is he from?
Tatik was born in the Fire Nation.
What?
Incredibly strange to go around claiming you're from one water tribe, have insignia belonging to another, and not truly be a member of either?
What makes you belong to one nation or another? Is it
Precisely.
the land on which you happen to be born?
No, you're...
What if you were on a ship? Does that make you Water Tribe?
Good point. I would assume it would be your loyalties make you a part of a nation.
And
Currently,
so,
I have no idea where his loyalties lie.
Exactly.
But I do know that he has a client list. That he is, despite the fact that he is quite discreet, he does maintain a list of everyone who he's worked with.
have you seen that list?
Only the first page. The most recent clients.
Interesting. That feels important.
We know that he's worked for the various different corporations that exist inside of Republic City. We also know that he has made several deliveries specifically to and from the Earth Kingdom. The one that interests me, however, is the deliveries that he's made to and from the Fire Sages since he came into possession of the package. Clearly he's returned there.
He was almost killed there.
Again, I don't know why. Just that he has been there several times since. Always with a job.
But a job could be a cover for any number of things.
Absolutely.
Smuggling gold.
His job is to get more of that gold from them and deliver it to pay off a certain someone as agreed upon.
Right.
That's a job,
That's a job.
So then the Fire Sages are the ones who have the gold.
perhaps.
That would make sense. It would certainly track with everything we've heard before.
There's a fire sage on this ship, or an ex-fire sage. She's young, but she might know something.
Who was that?
Bashira, the firebender of the Unagis.
It's a new pro-bending team, but I imagine you know that.
Bow's on it. Bow's their airbender.
Oh.
I wanted to see that expression specifically.
Sue leans back in the chair.
So you have an inn.
Yes, we have an inn. We have an inn.
I'm Don's bodyguard.
We have
what I'm
cover
doing.
stories. We have means with which to gain more information.
Cover stories.
They agreed to transport us back to Republic City in exchange for me bringing them on a spirit walk that will get them good press and maybe some sponsorships before the tournament. And everyone is my entourage. Except Bao. Bao is now their airbender.
Well,
Pro athlete.
your manager, and also now I've been volunteered to be their airbender.
Right, and we've got a bodyguard. I point at Kai Ming, who's, probably
Timing has been
subservient.
quite silent.
Yeah.
She seems down.
Oh, okay. I point Private Chef, and then I point at now Oda. Yeah. Consort? Youngsu gives one of these, and
You were all implying that.
Youngsu tries to hide a thumbs up and gives it to Bao in the meantime.
Very well. Whose?
Well, Don's the important person here. We're all just in the entourage. And Bao's a pro bender now, apparently. I guess you still have to... Well, you still have to play. You're not a pro till you get paid. I'll sit here.
I'm sure if you blow really hard, the candle would go out. Would you like to be the airbender?
No, thank you. I spin my staff really fast. Maybe I can fly up into the air.
You should try.
Young sweetie. Sheesh.
Come in. Can I talk to you in the room next door? My room. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course. If that's okay with everyone else.
Yeah, it's important.
Sure.
Okay. Gets up.
Toddles over.
Walks over to the other room, leaving now just the three of you. Is there a particular reason that you're volunteering me to be her consort?
No.
It was an attempt at levity?
Yeah. Levity.
I'm not necessarily sure when you two are joking.
That's fair. I'm not usually a very funny person. Sorry. Honestly, Don needs an entourage. We have to keep this going, and I'm not sure what kind of entourage a seeker from the Order of Passage would need.
They don't really care.
Right. I guess that's true.
It would certainly make sense. After all, we don't necessarily want the complications of people running around trying to hit on her while we're on the ship.
No, I wouldn't want that.
Like intimidating consort? Yes. Stay away from her. She's my... No.
We can work on it. I think we can work on this, though.
Whatever makes the most sense. We can't have 3 bodies.
Could have 2, though. But yes, okay, we'll work on it. That's fine. Yeah. Now, you have to understand, like you said, of course you can't trust us fully yet. We don't know each other very well, and that's reciprocal.
We've walked through the spirit world together. That certainly brings us a certain amount of camaraderie.
It counts for something. But you were hired to find Tatik. We're also trying to find him to gather more information about this thing that could change the fate of the world.
I was hired to find Tatik. It may not be my end goal.
See, it's things like that that makes me a little nervous.
Well, the spirits had opinions.
That's right.
You asked your questions, you got an answer.
You're right. I am to find Tatik. There is a specific reason to find Tatik. My client wants to interrogate him. I have no reason to believe that there's any foul play suspected or that my client intends Tatik any harm. But I remain suspicious of him, of my client, and I don't like being played.
You're not a pawn.
I would like to assume I'm not.
Then you should probably know what you're walking into in Republic City if you stay with us.
And what's that?
Well, the World Championship Pro Bending Tournament, for one, which will be a public enough situation to hopefully keep us out of the danger that we might encounter when we return to Republic City.
There was a certain figure who, at least, has her sights on you, if not all of us.
Councilwoman.
Correct. And there are forces aligned with her that will no doubt try to bring us, harm us.
Takata's a bully.
It's more than that.
Does there need to be more than being a bully?
I think a bully eventually, much like a raging bonfire, will burn out. Once they've achieved the heights of the greatness that they want, they leave it behind and find something else.
She's hurt you quite terribly, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has. And that's why I had to take the fight to her. But, of course, we didn't know that she happened to be aligned against us anyway. We cannot let this scale fall into her hands, of anyone.
No. Which means we need to find it as soon as possible. My assumption is Tatik still is in possession of the scale, which is why I'm returning to Republic City in an attempt to intercept him.
Last I heard, he had boarded a ship headed north, theoretically to the Northern Water Tribe, but certainly could stop anywhere between here and there.
Republic City is on the way. As you can see, Republic City is kind of actually on the way. It's not easy to get to the Northern Water Tribe. You kind of have to go through a bunch of different channels, but Republic City is in a central location enough that you could potentially divert there. It would also be a great place to make port.
Right.
As you go into the other room, Hemming has this sort of curious look on her face. Did I do something wrong?
No, Can I hold the mirror scale for a bit? She's purposely dropping her voice really low.
Oh, of course.
Thanks.
She turns around, kind of hustles under her shirt a little bit, and turns back, and then wrapped. She holds it in her hand, then hands it to you.
Thank you.
Warm.
Thank you.
It's been pressed against her for quite some time now.
Makes sense.
I don't want to keep it. I needed a reminder of what we're doing. Why? Are you okay?
You need a reminder?
Yeah.
Why?
I needed an anchor. Kind of got swept away in the fancy cruise ship and the nicest room I've ever stayed in my entire life.
But you're a seeker. I imagine that you could have whatever you wanted if you only asked for it.
I wouldn't feel right asking for it. I mean, that's not what the Order is all about. We're not in it for the riches and the glory and the glamour.
You're the one who has to accept a lot of the risk, though.
Yeah, but I genuinely want to help.
That's fair.
I mean,
You seem like a helper.
so do you.
I'm a highly trained drink purveyor.
You've put a lot of restrictions on yourself, too. And I don't
Maybe
know
that's not the smartest thing to do.
if you did it. And I did. Because maybe it's not smart, but it feels right.
Others put the restriction on you, though, didn't they?
There are rules, there are prohibitions, there are traditions associated with my order. But no one has ever, especially not Yating, the head of the order in Republic City, they've never... I wanted to take dance lessons when I was young, and they let me.
You're a dancer.
No. No, that was one of the phases that I was interested in. I wanted to dance, I wanted to learn to fish, I wanted to fly a kite, I wanted to roll down a hill, and they found kites and hills for me to do that. They let me have as close to a normal childhood as I could have. But there was always this understanding that I was going to be more. And maybe that was a weight that I put on myself more than anybody else put on me, but Don't you feel the same way?
No. I volunteered. I walked forward. I did the training. I chose the life that I have. I chose all of it.
So a fox spirit didn't come to see you in the middle of the night and call you to something greater? I'm kidding. It's not it's weird.
I don't really interact with spirits as often, I guess. I remember there was one that was hanging around with young Sue.
Yeah. Huh.
What happened?
I don't know. I think maybe they had a disagreement.
Oh. I didn't know spirits could have disagreements like that.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, you never know what's going to set them off. And they never know what's going to set us off. It's actually really fascinating because you'll talk to them and you'll say the most inane thing. You'll say something like, I had orange juice for breakfast. And then somebody else would be like, this demon orange juice killed my entire family. How dare you? Know? It's like, well, you never... I don't know.
My sister betrayed me.
Yeah, she did.
Betrayed all of us.
How do you feel about that?
I'm surprised at how quickly I've judged her. You'd think that maybe I would be able to just let it go. That I'd be able to forgive her because she's my family and that's what you're supposed to do with family, and that I could understand why she did what she did and maybe she had a very good reason for it, and all of this has happened because she decided that money was more important.
She orchestrated the theft of this, pointing to the mirror scale, on a night that she knew you were standing guard. Bao left their family. They turned their back on the life they knew because it wasn't a life they could stand for anymore. That doesn't make you a bad person for being angry.
Selah engineered the theft of the mirror scale. And she did so for reasons that I'm not sure of. And yet, I've stolen the mirror scale. So who am I to judge her?
I guess we could say that we're doing it for more noble reasons, but maybe that's just a cop-out.
We don't know her reasons. We have no idea.
I've been telling myself that this whole venture to Kyoshi Island was because I'm a good seeker who's tracking down relics that need to be protected, and once she's secured them, she's taking good care of them until they can be delivered to the library. But maybe I just wanted a trip. Maybe
What's wrong with that?
Because I saw somebody who wasn't willing to let anything get in the way of his responsibilities. He didn't even say goodbye to us.
He doesn't say goodbye. Oh, you're not talking about Tatik anymore.
No.
Oh. Hey. Responsibility is the sort of thing that we're all going to have to deal with at some point or another. Don't talk yourself out of having the experiences you want just because someone else has a responsibility.
Can I follow my duties and responsibilities that I genuinely believe in and have what I want? Is that a thing?
I don't know. But I do know one thing.
What?
You've got a bunch of people around you who are going to do the best that they can to help you. And that's kind of like how I felt with the rest of the Kyoshi warriors. They've got your back, and that's worth something. It's worth a lot.
I saw a group of people gathered on the pier who were saying goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah, they were there. Now turns to the two of you, looking back and forth. Young Su, you walked with me in the spirit world. I recall you held my elbow.
I did.
Which is why this is going to come as a bit of a disappointment.
Uh-oh. You are here to kill me.
I'm not certain I could.
Kind of puffs up Young-Soo a little bit. So he's like, okay.
Whatever answer that you got in the spirit world, whatever answer I got, I'm not certain that it's worth anything, that we don't ascribe to it. I want to see this through. I want to find out why I've been sent halfway across the world. And I want to find out why this one man seems to be so important. But even so, it's actually what he carries. Young-Soo, the spirit that was with you,
Yeah.
it's on the ship.
What?
It's on the ship. I saw it in the hold.
I should go to her. I made a terrible mistake, and I lashed out at a friend. I need to make it right.
Look in the hold. There are 3 barrels marked with the Earth Kingdom's insignia. That's where I last saw whatever it is.
You don't know how important it is to me that you told me this. Thank you. I trust you. Now, I think that our goals are aligned.
I hope I can earn that trust.
I hope you're ready for whatever pain is going to be visited on us by our enemies. You strike me as someone who's usually ready, though.
I try.
You saved Bao's life.
I'm sure that they'll return the favor.
Do you mind if I go and...
Please.
Do you think you're going to be training soon?
Probably.
I just think it'd be really cool to watch.
That is the intention. That will afford us the freedom to do so on this ship.
Cool.
And as part of the entourage, of course, you'll get front row seats.
Young-Soo's
All the
really
better
trying to
for
be
the
cool.
person you are bodyguarding to witness up close that which she needs to tweak with the spirits in order for us to succeed.
Of course. And I'll be keeping my head on a swivel to make sure that if there is any danger to the eagle, that I'll think of a better... The tower? I'll think of a better code
The
name.
Seeker.
The Seeker is Perfect. What a great... Yes. Okay. I'll see you all there. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, and then he hurries out. And down to the hold. That's where I'm headed.
You aren't hurt.
I'm fine. I was a little aware.
I was gonna say, a little, yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
My client contacted Kyoshi Island, or at the very least was in communication with it recently.
The island itself. The officials, or someone here.
I know that there was a conversation with you.
I see. I appreciate your discretion in not disclosing the complex nature of your client agreement.
It isn't that I don't want to trust your friends. I just felt that this was yours.
It runs deep. And so, did you convince parts of your clan to visit the Spirit Walk, or was it just a perfect excuse for you to be there?
There is a schism. I'm sure that you're aware of it.
Things change.
There is a significant faction within your clan that wants to retrieve the mirror scale. I believe that they were trying to get me to retrieve Tatik in order to reach the mirror scale, but didn't want me to know what they were looking for. But my real client, the one with whom you had this conversation, has other plans.
Why you?
Because I'm not so on. But I am Fire Nation, and I do understand that there are intricacies. Because I was supposedly neutral.
I was hoping they didn't have their finger in this pie.
I'm sorry.
Do not be. You merely took on a job.
It's not a job. Not anymore.
Never.
For all I
was.
know, Tatik is dead, although I suspect he's not.
No. I doubt it. There was no body found.
I tend not to trust the disappearance of someone to indicate that they are no longer around. Bao. They care for you.
I am a valuable asset they invested quite a lot of training in. And I'm sure within hours, if not days, they will know just how much more of an asset I would be. And even if Jai isn't the first to break the news, this...
Do you trust Shai?
I can predict Jai.
That's fair. But I'm going to offer you something here, now. Just you. If you want me to leave, I will.
No. You are an asset. I'd rather you be in my hands than theirs. Note to self, all my friends like to be objectified.
Yeah.
All right.
Step on me like an object. Yeah.
How fucking long since we started playing and you're learning this lesson now? Hey, Scott.
Yeah. Oh. For the podcast listeners, Joan just blinked salaciously.
Gen Z is all about folding like a lawn chair.
Oh,
Amazing.
So like
healthy language.
this thing's like, oh yeah, this perfume will get you folded like a lawn chair.
Wow. I'm like,
And we're wearing it today.
Yeah.
Okay, podcast listeners, we're wearing a wonderful.
Affiliate link in our bio.
Oh,
but
no, not a real
don't,
thing.
Don't do it. Don't
Sorry.
click anything.
Sorry to interrupt.
Stop that.
Amazing.
I'm sorry. But I do not need to involve you if I return to them. All right?
I appreciate that. If you are planning to return to them, we'd need to know how much you're going to disclose, and we'd need to trust you.
I don't have enough to go back. All I know at this time is Tatik is not in my hands.
I think we are in a stalemate of each waiting for an opportunity to broker trust. So we may stay in this stalemate for a while yet.
Is your intention to stay away from the Sowons permanently?
Until such time as I am strong enough to resist them. They are many and they are mighty. They are clever.
And they want you.
It is easier to stay out of someone's grasp if you are out of their reach. If you get close enough, and they are strong. You can't trust that you will be able to wriggle free again.
All right.
So, I am now an ace up your sleeve if you choose to turn coats.
At this time, I realize that I've been dragged into something bigger than me. I don't appreciate it, but I also don't know if I can blame anyone yet.
No. You can't blame a fish for swimming. It's just what it does.
Young Sue,
Yo.
you're headed towards the hold.
That's right. Yeah, I'm not sure if young Sue knows his way around a ship, much less an ocean liner of this size, so it's a bit of trial and error. The hold's at the bottom, right? I think that's basically all he knows.
Sir, there's a snot-nosed kid.
Okay.
He's probably no more than 18 years old. He's wearing a gleaming blue sailor's cap and uniform,
Oh, okay.
little scarf,
Adorable.
polished shoes. Sir, I'm afraid this area is restricted to ship's personnel only.
Oh, I didn't realize. I'll just be in and out really quickly. I'm picking something up for the Seeker. And I lean in real close.
Sir, no one's allowed in the hold.
Well, you said it was only authorized personnel, staff. So people are allowed in the hold, just not me, I think is what you're saying. And by extension, not the Seeker, the most important person on this ship at this exact moment. He's raising his voice a little
Sir,
bit.
what's a seeker?
Great question. The Seeker is the spiritual guide. And I push past the kid and run into the hold.
Yeah, look,
Sure.
It's not a little kid. He goes flying.
Oh no.
I better go fast. He's gonna get me.
Okay, there's a door to the hold.
Okay. I open it?
Yeah, you have to-
Okay.
to open,
I'm
open
gonna
the
open it.
door.
Rely on your
Steal
skill.
inventory.
I know.
My village was doorless.
So it's a big heavy door. It takes a bit to push, but it's not locked. When you push it open, it's like a storeroom, this particular one. So it's got tons of, like, mostly food,
Oh boy,
lots of booze,
this is gonna take some time.
a surprising number of pickled fish.
Oh, like are they sealed?
They're in
or just-
jars.
Okay,
You
okay.
can't smell them.
Okay. So there's no like huge aroma of pickled fish down here. That's good.
No, the moon's not here.
Good. Good to know.
I did have pickled fish for dinner.
Youngsu is, overwhelmed perhaps by this amount of material, but he knows he's looking for 3 barrels from the Earth Kingdom, which, if that's what now Oda said, then they must be kind of standing on their own. He's also venturing out and sort of whisper shouting, "Ah, are you here? Ah!" Where'd that sound come from?
Somewhere in the hole.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. It's me, it's Youngsu!
It looks like you're assessing a situation.
Yeah, I would say so. Let's do it. Got a 6.
Oh.
No one can help you here.
Okay.
So, you will find 3 barrels. The barrels have indeed the Earth Kingdom marked on it. It smells very much of rice wine, sake,
Mmm.
and then lying next to one of the
Oh
barrels
no, okay, yeah, okay.
is the tail completely coiled out. Every one of 6 stumps pointed in a different direction.
Oh.
Eyes crossed.
Oh. Oh no.
And then it turns and lifts the barrel and then just takes a bite out of the bottom of it. You can hear the wood splintering and then the rush of something.
Oh no!
And it just flows directly into the spirit.
Youngsu might assist in placing the barrel back down.
Barrel's considerably lighter than you would have expected it to be.
Oh no. And just sits cross-legged near Ha and leans in a little bit. We used to make a little bit of that back in Andong at home.
Huh?
Yeah. And let me tell you, I used to have about this much of it when I was younger. And I would go wild. I'd run around, I'd jump on the furniture, I'd go and chase roosters. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you seem to be doing pretty well. Oh!
Single
Oh no.
gold Selwyn coin
Oh!
just comes up and then ping, 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 lands on the floor of the storeroom.
Oh. Did you eat these too, buddy?
Ah. He's in there.
Oh no. Okay. We're gonna have to do something. Okay, a little wild. Do you trust me? Just here, look. Just oh god.
Ping, 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 ping.
I pick up the 2 coins.
Okay.
Pick up Ha.
Yep.
And this is gonna be bad. I sling it
Ha
over
is
my shoulder.
very heavy because Ha is also full of rice wine.
Oh god. Okay. I still try to sling them over my shoulder. I have a place we can stay. It's less dark than down here. There's nice people. And there won't be this much of the fire drink. we're just gonna have to do something first, okay?
Oh.
Uh-huh, yeah. So, when I tell you, be very quiet, okay? What are you doing? No, quiet. What are you doing? So good. Okay. I heard the people coming in. Youngsu is going to take the coins, then the spirit, and dash behind another set of crates and scoot down and hide.
So you're saying someone's in here? Listen up. No one enters my storeroom without permission first.
God, they sent Sean Connery after me. This is terrible news.
You see a weathered sailor coming in, rags on his face, but he is wearing a captain's epaulets.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Now, I'll keel haul ya if you don't make it outside right here, right now.
That sounds bad. What do you think key hauling is? Key hauling, I think, is how Youngsu pronounces it.
Oh my god.
And I block its mouth. Mouth hole.
You start feeling
Oh no.
the rasp of a tongue. Just
No.
uh,
Buddy.
uh.
Buddy, not. Okay. Okay. On the count of 3, we're gonna start moving really fast. Okay? Here's what I want to do, John.
Yeah.
Take the 2 Sauron coins.
Hmm.
I want to toss them one after the other.
Okay.
Further back into the hold. 1, and then 2, and then I'm gonna bolt for the door when they're distracted. That's what I'm gonna
So
do.
you're straight up playing a stealth video game.
I got the coins. I got the escort mission. I'm playing a stealth video game, baby.
All right.
That's what I'm doing. Oh god.
It feels like you're tricking people.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Yeah, roll with creativity.
Okay. Okay. And my balance is 0, so okay. That's good. Let's do that. One of them. No, I'm rolling both. Sorry. One of them. Yeah. Landed on all the pens. 1, 8.
Okay.
Thank
Stumble to
Just
take
everything.
+1 forward to act against them. They act foolishly, so you get an additional opportunity, or they overcommit, so they're deceived for some time.
Additional opportunity, please.
Okay. So, as you start moving quickly, they're like running towards the coins, and they're going to pick them up, which means that they're distracted enough that if you want to steal something else out of this hold, you can. I will give you 2 options.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Or you can take nothing.
Okay.
1, there is an odd-looking mechanical device. It's got a crank on the side, and it has it buzzes very slightly as you're approaching it. You're not quite sure what it does,
What the hell?
but you definitely see that it's been stamped with Varick Global Enterprises on it.
Okay.
2, you see it is a large steamer trunk that has been opened. Whether it's opened intentionally or not is not clear. But inside the steamer trunk, you can see that there is a ledger. It's got a Fire Nation symbol at the top left. And then you see that it also has the symbol for Republic City on it.
I mean, it really could be anything.
It could be anything.
But we taking it. I'm taking the ledger.
Taking the ledger?
I'm taking the ledger.
You take the ledger, and you manage to make it out of the storeroom, and you escape the hold.
Okay. Right now, of course, Youngsu realizes at this moment that he's specifically said that he was with the Seeker. So it's only really a matter of time before they catch up to him. But he only realized that now. He's just happy to be back with his friend, huh? Come on, let's get you lying down somewhere. Maybe somewhere a little less bright, huh? Yeah.
Less bright. He was just in a storeroom.
No, I mean somewhere comfortable, but will cover your face.
As you are talking to or with Kaiming, you're dealing with now Oda. You're dealing with
Oh,
I don't suppose there's any extra clothing.
There's a robe that Bao had.
Yes, I already have the robe.
I'm sure we can see to acquiring some.
Thank you. And then there's a...
Yes.
It's time for you to meet your teammates. After all, you've got a big fight ahead of you.
Dragons have mercy.
oh.
Bao opens the door.
Go is standing there with his arms crossed. Are you enjoying my suite?
Certainly more spacious for the number of us that there are, yes. Thank you for the accommodation. I'm certain this wasn't your plan when you first set sail.
Be that as it may, we've got your teammates set up. They're on the Lido deck.
Fantastic.
What?
No, I just
LEDO or LED?
L-I-D-O.
I feel like that was a
Lido.
something I recognize, but I'm not sure why.
Probably because
I'll think about it.
you should
Oh.
recognize it.
Oh, okay.
A Lido deck is an open deck including a swimming pool.
Oh, like in Nancy Drew. Sorry, yes,
It's usually on the top floor of a cruise ship.
makes sense.
Fantastic. And they've gathered there?
They're waiting for you, Gordon, in the test chamber.
On the Lido deck.
Fantastic. I'll see you there. And Bao is going to take the quickest route by means of their airbending.
So, who are you? I'm the consort.
Yes.
If he cares about your airbending, he gives no real sign.
That's fine. That was decided they want a show, so there will be a show.
Yeah. Oh, look.
Don offers the parcel back to Kaiming.
You know, I don't have to be the one to hold it.
I know, but I'm not a great liar, and I shouldn't have it.
You're not a great liar. And then she turns around, and again, there's...
No, I'm not.
But why not?
Well, we have a thing about, like, stealing and cheating in the order, and lying comes really close to that a lot. It's better if that's not with me.
There's a knock at the door.
Yes.
Go opens the door. Somehow he can, even though it's locked.
Mm.
There's a practice going on upstairs if you want to have a look at the team that you're planning on. Darling! And then now comes in, just swoops in, walks up right next to Dan, gives her the ever so lightest kiss on her cheek.
Ah.
Flashes a smile back to Go, and then I'm just going to find something else to put on, and then waltzes into the bathroom.
Okay, dear.
Kaiming has this moment of like,
So sometimes I am meditating or doing other things in my room, and I require absolute privacy. I will need for no one to just walk into my room. Please don't ever do that again, even if I'm inside.
I knocked. You said come in.
I will answer the door myself if I am willing to be disturbed at that time. Are we perfectly understood? I need to commune with spirits. I am readying for your spirit walk.
Okay, I need you to roll your creativity here. Because it feels like you're trying to trick.
It's funny because she's not lying necessarily. She's not. No, that's a 3. Terrible.
Snake eyes.
Snake eyes.
Woof. Woof.
Sure. Communing with spirits.
Well, isn't that why I'm here?
I'll see you up on the Lido.
Isn't that why you wanted me here, so I could take you on a spirit walk?
I wanted you for the publicity, sweetheart. I wanted you to be there so that we could make sure that this team manages to make it as an underdog against, well, frankly, everyone else.
Of course, because nobody actually cares about the spirit walk, right? There's always an ulterior motive. Nobody genuinely cares to hear what they have to say. I get it.
I don't get to go on the spirit walk. Why should I give a damn? They, on the other hand, are very excited.
It's fine. I'll see you up there. Just go. Go. Sorry. Just... I'll see you up there.
Why are you being like this?
I didn't sleep well.
Well, considering who's run off into your bathroom, I can't say that I'm surprised. That's rude. I think you should apologize, and then perhaps you should leave us. I'm preparing her afternoon meditation snack. Okay. I'm sorry.
Bye.
And he turns around and he closes the door behind him. And then you can hear, kind of muffled, what the hell?
She turns to Kai Ming. Thank you.
I have no idea what you eat as a snack. I also have no idea what I'm supposed to do. I don't have any food here.
Don't worry about it. I don't really do afternoon snacks.
So I just lied.
If you'd rather not have lied, I'm sure we can go down to
I've
the kitchen
been
and find
lying
stuff.
for years. There's nothing in the Kyoshi Warrior Code that says that I can't lie.
Right. Okay.
I'm allowed to cheat. Not on a relationship or cards. Paisho?
Do you cheat at cards?
No, never. I don't even know if I would know how to. Well, I absolutely would know how to.
Are you lying about that right now? If you lie about cheating, does it just go on forever?
I'll tell you 2 lies and a truth right now.
Okay. Tell me.
I think Youngsu's kind of cute.
Okay.
I cannot wait. This is true.
I think Bao's kind of cute.
God damn.
Okay.
And I think you're kind of cute.
Well, those are just 3 truths.
Nailed it.
I know what I said. I'd better go make an appearance at the galley.
Yeah, at the galley.
If you need to like vent about anything else, I'm around. I'm here. I'm here. You're allowed to come in whenever you want, obviously. It's just go. And other people I don't know, I guess.
What about the now?
Apparently she's my consort.
Yes, apparently. I'll be on the Lido.
Yeah.
If she needs clothing, she can have some of mine. Goodbye. And she turns and heads out. Well, you're headed up to the Lido deck. You're returning back to the suites with a drunken spirit. You have a bounty hunter in your bathroom.
Bounty hunter in my bathroom.
We'll be right back.
And I was going to say that I think this would be a good point to take a break.
head into
All
the
right.
bathroom ourselves.
Right.
All three of us. I know.
Okay, as long as
Look,
you do.
we have 2 bedrooms. It's almost enough.
Folks,
exactly.
we're going to take a quick break. If you are not subscribed to the channel, you're about to see some ads. The reason why, we don't want the ads to play when we're actually playing. We aren't doing this on purpose. But if you are subscribed, or if you come back and the break hasn't finished yet, feel free to ask any questions you have. We're going to be right here. We'll be able to talk about anything you want.
Oh, damn.
See you in a sec.
Clinic Hours After Dark edition. Whoa!
Freaky Babe TV. That seems like a good user to have joined the channel. Oh. Hell of a convo night? I mean, it seems like it. Conversation sessions are always one that I've said this several times in the past. They're always ones that I'm a little nervous because I just don't know if people watching actually care. But then again, I mean, if my players want to do that, then who am I to say no? But then they all abandoned me as quickly as they possibly could. Sometimes I wonder whether it's because I am weird. Like, why don't I need to get up in the middle of sessions? That's what ships are for. Look, ships come in, ships go out. You're dying to know who Kaiming fancies the most. I mean, and we I absolutely mean I mean, who cares about Kaiming anyway, right? I sort of feel like Kaiming has some things still to process and some things up her sleeve. So we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Gosh, it's been a while since I've been able to stream properly. A lot of this is just because of the fact that my work schedule's been a bit unpredictable, so it's hard for me to be able to tell exactly when I'm going to be free. And the sad thing is, the day that I typically had reserved for stream, which is Thursday for RPG Clinic, Thursdays are the days that I tend to be in the office the most. So that's a little bit too bad. But I mean, hey, Diablo's coming out. Not like anybody's thinking about that right now. Tears of the Kingdom has blown up. So I've been enjoying it quite a bit, but one thing that's interesting is that the group of us are playing it independently of each other, and we're all kind of headed off in different directions and doing different things. Game's huge.
Oh, I don't make glasses. Oh, interesting. Anyway, it's fine. I don't need them. Hello.
Can you read that?
Yeah. Feels like that's what ships are for.
Lacking a device able to run both of them. That's true. Zero time to play. I see. Part of the issue is that I kind of do need to make an effort to play tentpole video games. I'm not going to say that it's a hardship. I enjoy playing video games, but it kind of comes with my territory. I sort of need to be aware of things, so I do what I can. Heck, I have an Xbox for that purpose. Although I wish we'd played Tunic on the Xbox.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I think it was great.
Oh, it was
Y'all
great enough
out
that
there.
we decided to buy it again.
Y'all out there, if you haven't played Tunic, if it sounds at all interesting when you go look it up, I loved it.
Hard,
Yeah.
but if you're playing it with somebody, oh,
Well, also, I mean, there was a section that was already difficult, and then you decided to just be like, I'm not gonna try to find the solution, I'm just gonna power through it and be a badass, and manage to...
I did. I sequence.
do something ridiculously challenging in like the second try. So yeah. But it's cool.
Every once in a
game.
while, I can play a video game.
Real good.
You sacrifice an old GameCube controller to make Bebe stay away from the remote. Ah,
Priorities. Yeah.
there's a few
They've
GameCube
got
controllers.
lots
out
of
here.
great buttons. GameCube controllers fantastic. So many different buttons and different configurations, yet they all make sense.
Fisher Price makes a game controller
Yeah.
to hand a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
There you go.
There's a lot of excellent games on the GameCube. Hello, Craig.
Craig! Hello! Wow!
Extra early.
Caught up.
Good
Don't
morning.
think we don't
Better.
notice.
Is it a holiday where you're at? It's a holiday for us tomorrow, which would be your today. So yeah. Good to see
Is
you.
our
me.
holiday, is our holiday stretch across all Commonwealth countries, or is
I
it
don't know,
just here?
because we call it Victoria Day and Journée
Oh.
de Patriote.
I was gonna say
Uh,
we do not call it.
Whatever. It
Yeah.
used to just be that.
That's true. That's true.
So,
I would imagine it would be a Commonwealth thing. Yeah, I don't know though.
yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Ouya had one tentpole title, Towerfall, which
Hmm.
then got ported to other systems once the Ouya turned out to be a dud.
fortunately.
I really enjoyed Towerfall.
Yeah. Just silly enough. I like my party games. Just silly enough.
We can totally play it at some point.
Heck yeah.
bye.
We. We're going there now, obviously. Yeah. We're gonna go play down. Yeah. Okay.
Or I guess we could come back from break and get back into this game. You know.
Yeah,
how-
yeah, that sounds.
I like how Ellie says, but we had Epiphany a few days ago, and I'm like, did you have an Epiphany? Oh. wait.
Oh,
That's a
capital E epiphany. Right. Gotcha.
Very well. Ready?
Yeah.
This is not what I did, but it'll work.
Making it happen.
When you get, God damn it, this music.
It gets better.
When you get to the Lido deck, you see that somebody has emptied the pool and has created kind of a bowl in which you see the 3 members of the Unagis are stretching, getting ready, seemingly looking forward to doing some practicing. And there's a small crowd that has sort of gathered. 1 or 2 of them holding their towels and looking a little perturbed that
That's
there is no pool currently. But the lounge chairs are filling up.
This is great. No, that's great.
Dying.
So we hop back from break.
Can't you do that?
No, because it's a toggle button. So I just put us back into break, which would force a 3-minute ad, which I would not want to do to people.
It's fair.
We are literally at the limit of buttons, so there are certain things that I wish I could have as separate states that I just have to make on or off states. Too many things.
Okay. This is...
Is this even in the Avatar playlist? I would
No,
put
it's
it.
in the elevator play.
Oh yeah, elevator music. Yeah, it's for the very important task.
Yeah, so we're...
Incredible.
Bao will drift themselves towards the empty pool.
Hey! All right! Check it out, everybody! We've got our airbender. And the waterbender, who has found some way to make sure that he is no longer wearing much of any clothes other than board shorts or the equivalent, kind of flicks his finger towards Bao in kind of a pow pow sort of way, little tiny jets of water rising up from there. There's like an inch of water still in the pool. So
My name is Bao.
my name's Kondon.
Could you spell that first?
Andan.
Thank you.
Kondon. Looking forward
This
to
is Bashira,
fighting alongside you.
and this is Puna. No, let's hold on.
We all started writing it too. Or at least I did, anyway. Oh, there he goes.
Let's.
Earth Kingdom.
I was looking at
Let's just
the
make
list of
Sue, isn't
names
it?
that I had, and I'm like,
Yeah.
nope, not that one.
Perfection.
Hi,
Hi.
Vuna.
Vuna. V-U-N-A?
Vuna, sure. Vuna being the Earthbender.
So, is there a particular method you'd like to employ for our training session?
First, we got to make sure that you know the rules. Get on down here. Let's have a round of applause for Bao and the various people in the chairs are doing this. Or did you two show up?
No, we're being NPCs.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Sure.
Bao will hop down with a and doing their best to showcase the fact that they're an airbender. Look at the air rippling through their clothes.
Oh my god.
Now, Bao, I'm sure you understand that there are rules for what you can bend, what you can't bend here in the pro bending arena.
You should stick to bending air. Fortunately, unlike our wonderful avatar, that won't be a trouble.
Yeah, that's kind of you don't have
Because
to
I
make
can
that
only
exception,
bend
but
the one.
that's everybody. That's most people. Anyway, not allowed to aim directly for the head. There's only a certain amount of time that you're allowed to make a sustained gust of energy, because after all, if you could just constantly do it, then you'd be able to. Anyway, look, all the rules that you notice that are the rules that apply to firebenders and earthbenders and waterbenders, they'll apply to you as well. So just let's have a look and see what you can do. We'll get some targets ready for you. And then he goes, Boo, the targets. And and just little rock targets start popping up around the pool. So let's see how quickly you can dislodge all of these things from the wall. Ready? Unagi!
Yeah. I was going to use their suction technique to go and pull them all towards themselves.
Yeah, some people are still not quite used to seeing airbenders.
Yeah.
Right? You're still
Yeah.
like relatively rare.
Yeah.
So you're getting some interesting like ooh.
Yeah, they're flicking their wrists to try to make like a spiral of air, or hopefully picking up some dust from the edges of these freshly forged earth targets, just to really showcase the air spinning.
That's a fresh style. Normally you're trying to knock somebody out of the arena, and you're just trying to make sure that they're coming closer to you. But maybe it'll knock them off their guard, and we'll be able to get them with a good old rock-a-lanche.
You requested that I dislodge the targets. They have been dislodged.
I wasn't criticizing you. I was saying that maybe we'll be able to do something cool in the arena, but all right, you can make the excuses if you need to.
What would
Yeah.
you like me to do with them? And Baz gonna like sort of toss them up into the air so that they like poker chips go. Do we have anyone to train against?
We're gonna go 2-on-2. Now, because you are the fresh meat, and then you hear, we're all fresh meat. We've never competed in a pro bending match before. just amateur bending matches. You're a real fucking downer. Did you know that, Vu? Anyway, you get to pick which teammate you want to have. I'd pick Vu. Please pick Vu.
You want me to be teammates with Vu? Fantastic. Let's start off.
Thank God. Bashira, you're with me. And Bashira just nods, folds her arms in front of her. She looks like she could crush walnuts with her shoulder blades.
Damn. Pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Heads off to one side of the pool. Where are you?
My intention is to deliver Ha safely back to one of the staterooms, lay them out on maybe a couch, maybe a little pillow, drape something over their face to block out some light, and then I would probably meet up with these chuckles to head up to the Lido deck.
Is this Lido?
Lido, sorry, yes, thank you.
Is this the sort of thing that you do for people who are drunk? Just like, I'm gonna put something over their face.
Well, over his eyes to like block out some light, yeah. Light
I'm
sensitive.
glad I've never gotten plastered around you. I'd be like, I can't.
Pillow on your face.
Yeah, that would
just
be bad. That would be bad. No, I'm trying to. I'm. Youngsu's caring for Ha.
I can't really get put in another recovery position. It's true because just little stumpy legs.
That's why you turtle them. You put a backpack on.
Oh,
that's like stuffed with
right.
with like blankets or towels or whatever, so that they can't turn over.
Treat it
That's
like a
actually pretty
Korok. It's fine. And
Magic
Dawn is
glue.
waiting for Now to get out of the bathroom, so she didn't just emerge and no one's there.
So now comes out.
Youngsu and Ha.
Now comes out wearing one of Kai Ming's outfits. Doesn't fit very well. It's a bit too tight in a bunch of different places. So she is moving a little bit stiffly, but at least she's not soaking wet or in a robe.
Listen, I'm pretty handy with a needle and thread. If Kai Ming is okay with it, I can help make alterations to that so it's more comfortable for you.
Is there something wrong?
Just looks like it's a little tight.
Little. Bao told me that I was your consort.
Bao told you that, huh?
Yes.
Right. I mean,
Actually, it was Youngsu, wasn't it?
Youngsu told you that,
I
huh?
remember the both of you. said it.
We implied that we had implied it.
See. Okay, well, sorry to put you in that situation.
Oh yes, what a crime.
Here, I can loosen some of the stitching at least, and I can redo it later. Is that all right?
Certainly.
Yeah. Okay. She starts like focusing on like the shoulders so that she'll be able to like lift her arms and stuff. Takes out her little sewing kit.
It's. I'm actually kind of curious. Rely on your skills and training for this.
All right. Perfect.
Please fail.
I probably will.
Please fail. No, that's not fail.
But it is because it's -2, so yeah, it's only
But
6.
you have a +2.
I rolled 8,
focus,
so
yeah.
it's
Plus
oh
your
plus
focus.
2 -2. Nah, that's how math works.
Hooray!
Yeah. So you managed to at least make it so that it doesn't look like she's about to hulk out of the shirt at any moment. I didn't realize. She looked rather muscular.
She is, but maybe you just have muscles in different places. And besides, this clothing was like tailor made for her, so even if you're both muscular, that doesn't mean that the clothes are gonna perfectly fit both of you the same way.
It's all right. It's all right. We're just built different.
Right.
At any rate, is there anything that I need to know about being the official consort of a Seeker?
Your guess is as good as mine. That's not really a thing that exists. I've never heard of a Seeker having a long-term partnership of any kind.
Oh no, that sounds so dreadfully lonely.
Please don't be pity. Please
What
don't.
about the other Seeker? He's not seeing anyone.
Not that I
He
know
seemed
of.
quite the snack.
He's great. There's plenty of short-term things, but nobody has like a long-term partner.
So, just a serial data?
Well, yeah,
Why?
because you're setting someone up for disappointment.
And how could that possibly be true?
Because one day you're gonna get called to your duty and that's it. Or you're asking someone to wait for you for an entire year while you study underground. Or you're asking someone to travel with you across the world on your off year. It's not fair.
And you don't think you're worth it?
It's not that. It's asking somebody to uproot their life and become a part of mine, as opposed to both of us building a life together.
There are those who would do such a thing.
Maybe. I haven't found them. So, that's a thing.
Well, I suppose I've uprooted my life. After a transcendental visit to the spirit world, I found that I just couldn't stay away from you. So therefore, I made my intentions known. It was a whirlwind of activity. How long have we been together? A year, two?
You think, okay, oh, right.
I don't want to mess this up. Everyone else seems to have such defined roles.
Really?
This
Does
is the
it
point
seem
where
that
you
way?
come in with Huck.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's the sound of some tuneless humming from the hall as Youngsu enters with a strange, sort of sprawled out spirit.
You're right, we have everything completely under control.
Out of my way, I need a couch! Yes, I did. Oh, I catch that?
Like
Yeah.
50 sunflower
Oh.
seeds.
You got my trail! I see. Okay, let's get you lying down, buddy.
Is Ha okay?
Like mouths.
Oh. I didn't know spirits could get drunk.
Me neither.
Sometimes it's surprising what they can get drunk on. It's not necessarily the same thing for everybody.
And some can't.
And some can't. But nevertheless, Dawn does fill a glass in a pitcher of water and put it near Ha. Just,
So, this is a glass pitcher.
yeah.
When Ha tilts it up, there's a water level. It's here. And then you can see, just silently, it's starting to go. Slowly. Slowly. There isn't even the sound of swallowing. Just water entering Ha.
Thirsty.
It's gonna get even heavier.
Yep. Well, we don't have to carry it anymore.
Well,
Not even
let's...
a floor.
And you're the bodyguard.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me, the bodyguard. I didn't buy it either.
Let's say it was a whirlwind. We met when you came to the temple for the tour, and sparks flew. So much so that when I said I was going to go to Kyoshi Island, you decided to follow. And we had a date there, and it was great. And then we had more dates, and then I decided to board the cruise ship, and you just had to follow me because the connection was that great. How does that sound?
Whatever you say, darling.
Great.
I imagine I'll be saying that a lot.
Yeah.
Youngsu narrows his eyes at Dawn, and then kind of steps towards her. He's holding a ledger in his hand and has now arranged Ha on a couch with a pillow.
Fainting cat.
A fainting couch, exactly.
There's a fainting couch in here.
Oh,
Oh,
hell
yeah.
yeah. Guys, hey, Dawn,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how to say this, but if he's not here, that means that he's not good enough for you, okay? And that's all I'm going to say on the subject. Now here, look, I found this clue for our investigation. And I thrust the...
It feels like you're trying to
Ledger.
guide and comfort.
Yeah, like,
Uh,
in an idiosyncratic... Oh, no, I'm
Remember
not.
how well that worked last time?
Actually, I need that for my other...
I'm going to give you a -1 on this one because you kind of said one thing. And
Yeah.
you-
I honestly, because here's the thing. Yeah, I think Youngsu wants to guide and comfort, but has no idea how to handle this. So that feels good to me.
So I'll have you roll with Harmony,
at a -1.
taking -1.
I rolled a 2. Okay.
So
Neither guided nor comforted.
Neither guy is
clearly his words are sincere. Maybe what he says makes logical sense. This is the moment where Ha decides to eject all of the rice wine
Okay, everyone get
It's-
down.
everywhere. We're not talking about a glass of rice wine. We're not talking about 2 glasses of rice wine. This is a barrel of rice wine. It is an explosion at which the epicenter is one 6-stubbed spirit. The pitcher that it was drinking from rises on a geyser of rice wine. It isn't, to be fair, it is not vomit, in that Ha does not have a digestive system which to, have stomach.
Yeah.
So it's just pure rice wine.
Okay.
It's everywhere, and it smells of rice and wine, fermented rice, and it's everywhere in this suite. It's on you. It's on you.
I feel like
It's definitely on now.
we're all like blown back. You know what I mean? That sort of look. Good job, buddy.
Of course.
Should have put him in the other room. Do you want to?
Up.
Oh.
And he gets up and just starts waddling over towards young Sue, climbs up his leg, just installs itself on your shoulder.
You feeling better? That's good. I mouth the words "I'm sorry" to Now and to Dunn. Who wants to go watch some pro bending?
I smell like I've been on a bender.
You go ahead. These are my only clothes.
These are in fact not even my clothes.
Go
Oh,
on.
maybe I should find some sort of laundering service I could find for
Yes, actually, that would be perfect. Could you find a launder?
Yes. Yes. That was good. yeah, I can do that.
Now,
Oh, you mean now? Yes, of course. Yeah, I thought you were referring to. Never mind. Let's go. Young Sue starts explaining to Ha what a launderer is as they. So they wash things because otherwise people make their clothes kind of dirty, right? So that's how it works. I'm gonna go and find a member of the crew and ask if there's some sort of laundry.
oh, of
service.
course, you just have to put it in one of the bags outside of your suite, and we'll take care of it.
Thank you. There was a bit of an accident. I appreciate it very much.
I can tell. You must have had a good time.
Yeah. Go Nagis! And I'm gonna rush back, report this information, probably leave my clothes in the bag.
You're just going to take off your clothes and leave them in the bag.
Well, that's how they said that's how they get cleaned.
Go to the other room.
Oh! I thought we all...
Go.
Yeah, I'm going to the other room. This is a disaster.
Well. I didn't realize it was your only clothes.
It's just I
That
wear
is-
the same thing every day, so I take good care of it. We have our ceremonial robes, but
There must be towels around here somewhere.
I can take you can take the top blanket. I'll take the sheet.
You just dump your clothes into the bags. And
Yeah.
slap them outside your suite. Well. So. How did you get to know Bao and Young Soo?
Well, we
Crime.
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 We all were doing various contracts for the Hot Rock Triads. Did you hear about them?
Yes, I do know of the Hot Rocks.
That's what we heard about you in the first place.
They did hire me originally.
They weren't very discreet about it.
No, they weren't.
Then they tried to get us arrested or killed. I don't know.
Not a very pleasant group of people, are they?
No, but it was exciting. That's so stupid. I know. Because they are... I don't know how much you talked to any of them. Most of them were just...
I don't know.
Dumbasses.
Chang? Was that his name?
We'll consult the notes.
But there was Tarkan as well.
Tarkan was the leader, yes.
And there's Chu.
Chu.
Chew! And his tunes!
You're right. For somebody who grew up very much following the rules, unless she asked really nicely and was allowed to have lessons or outings or whatever, having an opportunity to feel like a baddie, even if it was something as dumb as tailing somebody, felt really exciting and cool. So, the three of us were put on a job together, and weirdly, we bonded.
I don't think that's weird at all.
You'd think it was weird if you didn't know us.
No,
but
what's
I think
weird is a spirit exploding full of wine, and it...
I
that's weird.
stink. Oh. And she putters off to the bathroom, keeps the conversation going, but like gets a washcloth and tries to like wash herself.
Have a bath.
Oh, we gotta go. Well, we gotta go watch Bao. We can't
No.
watch Bao like this. This is not.
Just get clean. Kai Ming's up there.
Yeah.
Bao. Hi, I'm Vu.
Well,
So, what's it like being an airbender? It must feel like you're part of a dying nation.
a reborn nation.
Yeah, that. I meant that.
Is your nation dying?
I'm from the I'm from the Earth Kingdom. We're pretty big.
Yeah. What part of it?
Oh, fuck.
I'm from Ba Sing Se.
Ah, fantastic. Then you're used to working within rings.
Yeah, that.
Yes! We got him!
Hey, that's pretty good.
Shall we show them what we're capable of?
Yeah, let's do it. Bashira is the one you gotta watch out for. She's hot stuff.
Bao forces themselves to laugh.
Where are you from?
It's a story for another time.
All right, everybody, let's get going on this match. All right, now, 3. If you force somebody to touch any of the sides of the pool, they're out. Sound good? 3, 2, 1, let's go.
So Bao's going to throw a blast of water at this thin sheet. A blast of air at this thin sheet of water. Water. To try to create a spray that's going to surprise them.
So something that I should warn you, you would not be able to do in a
Okay.
because in a pro bending ring.
Well, the water's way the fuck down there, but
That's right. But you
I'm
don't
just
care.
using
You're using what's available to you.
available
Yeah,
to me at
right.
this time.
That's fair.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna ask you to rely on your skills and training.
Yeah.
I am gonna put you at a -2 because you are not used to pro bending.
Cool.
Makes some sense.
That's above.
Your water spray does in fact distract the wrong person. Vu is like, oh, whoa.
Oh.
Meantime, Bashira just lets out a series of very quick jabs, causing small fire pellets to just enough to just knock you back right into the back of the wall. And Vu's like, no, what? And that is when a water jet just pushes him right against the side of the.
Is Vu? I thought Vu was a.
I'm mixing everything.
Is Earth. Kandan is.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Is
Kandan is the
Is the
water
waterbender.
Yeah, sorry, no, I meant gender. I thought Vuna
Yeah.
was a woman.
Vuna is yes.
Okay.
Her.
Cool.
Yep. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
So
I
the
didn't
water
get that.
the waterbender is the dude. Kandan. So but just and immediately it's over and there's some polite applauding and then you hear somebody go, Mom, I thought the airbenders were going to save everyone.
Oh my god.
Shall we cycle out the teams? Give us each a chance to work alongside each other?
Well, what do you mean? I thought we were going to be best friends.
Or all four of us are going to be best friends.
Oh, I mean, I thought
So,
special best friend.
Oh.
Kandan,
Yeah.
want to switch?
Radical. Kandan switches with Vu, sending Vu to the other side, just being like, just go over there. God damn. All right, so that was a pretty cool trick that you managed to do there, but you know that you couldn't actually do that in one of the rings, except you totally could, because you could redirect and splash back water coming from the opposite waterbender.
Same with fire, same with earth.
So you're like, our defense.
In a way.
All right, I can see where this is going. So we have to take out Bashira. Bashira is the #1 player on this team. I'd like to think it's me. It's not me. I can handle myself, and I'm not terrible at the whole bending thing, but Bashira looks like she was born with fire in her belly and her hands and her feet and
So,
stuff.
2v1, we'll just ignore Vuna for the moment.
Absolutely.
Let's
Let's
do
gang
it.
up. I can ask you to rely on your skills and training again, but this time just hit a -1.
That's a 7, because I'm only at -1.
Hey.
Okay. So this time, what are you doing?
So with my familiarity with fire from my upbringing,
Yeah.
I'm specifically going to work to deflect the fire past me, around behind me, and feed extra oxygen in it to try to send it back towards her.
So that you can't do.
Yeah, because
That's
that's
beyond-
basically just firebending.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
airbending isn't a substitute.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
for all
deflect
three
it.
of
I'm
the
gonna
other
use
things.
it to deflect. Use the airbending to deflect past me, and then I'd like to blow air up to like flip some clothes or hair or something over her face to disorient her.
Oh yeah.
That you can do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
So yeah, with the same motion, turn and like return a jet of maybe slightly warmed air. You know.
So
Fire.
in doing so,
Mm-hmm.
you manage to protect your teammate. Kandan is able to first water blast Bashira, although she just takes like 2 steps back, just kind of grunting and trying to bear the water jets as it happens, because she's trying to force you out with the fire, but you're redirecting it. This does, however, create a situation where while you are, in fact, eliminated after a solid fight, you do manage to provide enough protection that Kandon is then able to take both of them out with a couple of snaps of water. All right, see, like that totally worked. It's sort of like a lotus sacrifice in that, you know, even though you were leaving yourself open and obviously they decided to take you out, it meant that I could sneak in and secure the win.
Always assume they'll go for the weakest or the strongest. But what about the middle?
Well, you're not the weakest.
You're
Boo's
the
the weakest.
self-proclaimed middle.
Boo kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. We needed an earthbender.
So, one more switch.
Oh, no, but that puts me on a team with.
You've got to learn to work with your whole team.
And then you hear from up there. I like water, but I think I like air more.
Oh, yay!
And then another one goes, shh, drink your pine cone.
Tastes like real
When
wine.
the swap happens, now it's you and Bashira looks them up and down. So he's not wrong, but at the same time, a sacrifice, it seems like a risky play to me.
It's not always the right move. You have to know your opponent.
What do you think?
I think that Kandon is impulsive and Vuna is
Dead weight.
trying to find their place.
You're diplomatic.
Not on even footing. So, do we focus on knocking uneven feet? Or do we leverage over leveraging?
I think you know how a firebender moves.
I do.
I want you to propel every jet I send out. And we'll see if we can do this quick.
Amp you up. Alright.
Let's go, Bao. There's this other moment where they're getting the distinct kind of feeling that she's sizing them up.
Let's go.
Now I'm going to ask you to roll, but now you have no penalty.
Hey.
7.
Oh, that's still more than enough.
Just barely enough. Yes.
Well, I mean,
Enough.
this time.
Once again, both of them decide to gang up on Bashira. And while this does, in fact, knock her out, Bao is able to use the projectiles that she sends out in order to pressure them, but pardon me.
Bless you.
But at the same time, it's enough that then you can finish them off with a few well-timed air blasts of your own. Bashira gets up, walks over to you. You know, you don't make a lot of movement, but what you do, it's hard to defend against.
Most are not accustomed to facing an airbender.
Like fighting somebody who's left-handed.
To some extent, yes.
Huh.
We also tend towards the dodge rather than the attack.
Makes sense. Hey, there's some good work that you're putting in here. I appreciate it. And I don't mean to be hard on Vu, but Vu needs to actually try, and I'm just not seeing it.
Well, then it's up to us to pull her socks up. If she can't pull them up herself. Because otherwise, we have a dead weight in the team, and that's just going to weigh us all down.
I need this.
To get away from the sages.
Yeah.
So then we share similar paths.
Oh.
Can I buy you a drink?
Absolutely.
Kandan, we're taking a break. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna be around and I'll be signing autographs. We've got our, well, it's not our official team shots anymore because after all we had to add a fourth member and we haven't had time to get. So we've had an artist's representation added to the photo.
Bow definitely
fuck.
like
Oh
turns in
my
their path
God.
to like lean over and try to see it.
So there's a few like 8x10 glossies.
Yeah.
Clear, like you see that Bashira is standing with her arms crossed in front of her, large and in charge, while the other two are standing in like various poses, like rocks and water, and then behind, hovering up in one corner, there is somebody who is sitting cross-legged in the air with a little ball of air underneath. So while these are all photos, yours is kind of brushwork.
And looks kind of generic rather than any specific person. Yep.
Very much.
Yep.
Yep, sounds about right. Yep.
Cool.
Because at first I thought it was going to be just a cloud
Yeah.
with an arrow saying bow.
Oh,
They're
the
definitely
avatar
in
man.
there.
Like, just like,
Wow, they were quick. They hired me 2 hours ago.
nice job.
Incredible.
Fantastic.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable.
We'll do a reshoot when we arrive. Drinks.
Drinks. 2. And the person behind the bar uncaps a wax-sealed bottle.
Fire death?
Or something ridiculous like that. Yeah.
Scorched death. is what I
Scorched
wrote.
death is
Yeah.
definitely what it
Really
is.
good.
That-
Yeah.
Roll F for this shit.
And fucking.
Incredible.
Fantastic.
Have fun.
Poured into 2 glasses, and the bartender's hands are shaking before putting the 2 glasses down and then walking away. So now you're basically at a secluded part of the bar. And while there are a couple of people who come over, they're like, autographs. And then Bashir goes, later. I'll meet you over there. And she points like back in the direction of the other teammates, and they go, oh, okay. See if Vu will do juggling. Juggling? We live in a world of benders. Juggling isn't that big a deal. And then they all leave.
So, forging our own paths.
Yeah.
Clink.
I'm gonna need you to push your luck.
Mm.
Passion. Oh boy.
Pasión
De
de
las pasiones. Yeah. Let's go. Wow.
Oh wow. The dice say yes. 11.
Okay. So the cost for you drinking this drink is that we have a little bit of time left in the session. Before the session is through, you must confess something to someone. And it
Okay.
cannot be somebody who has had some scorched death.
Oh.
So that would be done.
No. No one's
Or-
had it other than Bashir.
Other than Mashir. Okay.
Yeah. So you can't confess. Well, I mean, you can if you want, but the point is you cannot confess it to Bashira. You have to confess it to somebody else.
Okay.
However, the additional opportunity is that you get to ask Bashira one question, and she will answer it truthfully, to the best of her ability. If I am going to roll a d4, and if I roll a 1, it will be a lie.
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
So it'll be a 1 in 4 chance that it's a
Incredible.
lie. Otherwise, it's the truth. I've
Okay.
made the roll.
Great.
Four's pretty good.
It's in front of me here.
Cool.
I can start conversing. I'll let you.
Yeah.
actually ask
You
my
can-
question.
I was gonna
Great.
say, yeah.
I was like,
away to these
great,
two.
fantastic.
How are you?
You can think
Terrible. Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a little too.
Youngsu's checking himself out in the mirror. Anyway, yeah.
You clean yourself off of rice. You clean yourself off, I assume.
How's the ledger that I stole?
It's
Covered
intact.
in rice? Oh, thank. Okay.
Intact.
Okay.
I mean,
cool.
it's one of those ledgers that's covered in like a thick material to protect it.
Rogue spirits. I would I would cast a glance at it before heading back to rejoin these two.
Okay. Inside the ledger, you notice that it seems to be a description of comings and goings from the port at Republic City.
Okay.
Specifically, only from Fire Nation ships. However, the last one indicates a ship that isn't Fire Nation. The Thing 2. And then it has one entry underneath it. So the other ones, they list various manifests.
Sure.
This one doesn't, but it does say 6 bells.
Is it listed? Is 6 bells listed in the same way as like the manifests of other things, as in the contents of that ship?
Nope.
No, it's just literally. Oh, that's like as an additional entry. You mean?
As in, it's each ship is listed like when it departs, what its destination is.
Right,
In this
right.
case, it's going to it departed from Republic City.
Mhm.
It's returning to Republic City, to Kyoshi Island from Kyoshi Island.
Thing too.
But where a manifest would normally be listed, there's nothing. But where there's like additional notes, it just says 6 bells.
Okay. I mean, Youngsu crunches up his face in some sort of confusion. 6 bells. Like a time or a something that we're carrying? No. What do you think, Ha? Yeah.
And Ha just buries its face into your neck.
Oh. Hey, I didn't get a chance to say down there. I'm really sorry. I was angry, and I took it out on you. You didn't deserve that. I don't know why you were shedding sunflower seed things in the room, but you were probably just having some fun, and I'm sorry about that. Kind of lost myself back there.
I lost myself.
Huh?
I lost
Is that you?
myself
Can you sing now?
for a minute. Sorry.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Uh,
he's lost his mind. Perfect. Yeah, exactly. That's Bebe. More. But I will.
Are you gonna look through the rest of the ledger?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Think
can call this assessing a situation.
Okay. I'm gonna roll it. In terms of this, like, Youngsu's certainly interested in the most recent comings and goings, but unless something screams out to him like, oh, this is headed for like a fire sage location, he wouldn't be that knowledgeable about it. So I'm not really sure what he's looking for. Where's my character sheet? 9 and 10?
Okay, so you can ask your 2
Couple
questions.
of questions.
I'm gonna go back to you.
Yeah.
I guess we could. I guess we could take up drapery as a fashion.
Right. We are very important persons.
In the spirit world. Have you ever been worried for your life?
Oddly, no.
Why not?
Because my first experience with the spirit world wasn't in the spirit world. It was when a fox spirit came to name me as Seeker. It showed up in my room in the middle of the night.
I just worry that there's danger ahead of us.
I'm scared for the spirit world. I'm not scared of it.
That's fair.
When I woke up and that spirit was there, I don't think I've ever been less scared in my entire life. And now I have to protect it.
By finding the mirror scale.
And protecting it. I need to see it
What do you
safe.
intend to do?
I believe it should be at the Library of Wan Shi Tong.
But no one knows where the Library of Wan Shi Tong has gone.
No, but I'll look for it, and I'll try to make a case for Wan Shi Tong to take it in.
Do you think that he'd listen to you?
I feel like I have a better shot than most mortals.
It's quite the statement.
His fox spirits chose me. Sometimes I wonder why, but they have their reasons. I want to be worthy of that. I need to try.
Very well.
I want to try. Do you agree with this? I mean, you're saying you want to protect the mirror scale too. What would you envision doing with it?
What I know is that I'm not qualified to answer the question. And perhaps what I'm looking for is someone who is. But we'll see. For now, I just wonder how it's going out there for Bao.
I do too. And I don't think we're doing them any favors by storming up there in drapes, blankets.
I don't know, I look quite fetching in a sheet.
You do.
Bao.
So, you spotted that I'm familiar with fire. That I
I
was
can tell somebody is born in the Fire Nation.
forged in fire.
You're not a firebender, though.
No, much to my family's disappointment.
Oh, you come from one of those.
But beyond even that, when everything changed and airbenders started appearing,
When the
Where the Fire Nation attacked? Oh god.
I ran away. And my understanding is that you're away from your home too.
Yeah. Fire sages took me in. I was young. I made an excellent acolyte. Trained. I did everything that they asked of me. Now I know. I know more than anything. That they're wrong. Well, wrong about a lot of things.
But I feel like they weren't wrong about you.
Why do you say that?
Like you said, you trained well. I saw you fight. As Kandan said, you are the strongest of the group.
You can feel your stomach reacting. It's like a burst of energy within you. A flame that's threatening to erupt at any moment. Not in your digestive system, but in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
I do what I can.
But and so I'm gonna probably consider this my question.
Okay.
They picked you. You think they're wrong? What do you think they're wrong about? Wrong enough to make you leave?
I think that they're not listening to the right people, to the right visions. They are speaking of visions from Avatar's past or great fire lords. The real visions are from today. The real visions come from people who are unafraid to step forward, right?
People who will make waves, like bow gestures to the ship at large. Someone like Varric.
Varric. Varric doesn't have the guts to be able to tell what needs to happen.
Perhaps not.
You know who does? Sits on the council. Takata?
Certainly one to light fires.
Now you're catching on.
She gets things moving.
She sure does.
She makes change happen. She won't sit in a rut. She won't sit in a stuffy room following old rules. She's a visionary of the future, of what the Earth Kingdom and perhaps what the whole world could be. Spent the last few years in Republic City.
That's right. And I'm looking forward to being there, to meeting her.
And so in this championship, we're going to be like her. We're not going to be afraid to plow through an entire village just to make way for our train.
I don't want to hurt anybody. But it's a rough sport.
Someone gets a little singed. It's just a fact of how things fall.
It's part of the game.
Is that why the sages didn't meld with you?
Sages are locked into an old way of thinking. It's not the way to go.
Much like my family. Old. Lost in the past.
Who's your family?
Bao will mention some, like, merchant class clan. Maybe one that goes back still, but like that's known to be like more.
So they're not politicians.
Not the
They're
high
not-
ranking.
They're not
Yeah.
military.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Yeah, I guess they are kind of behind the times. Do you have questions for me?
I do, yeah. Yeah, looking at and through this ledger, I have two questions.
Mm-hmm.
What should I be on the lookout for? A
Uh-huh.
good first one, I think. But then my second question would be, what here in this ledger can I use to find Tatik or to lead me to Tatik?
Like this.
Okay.
John Verrill likes this.
There was a long pause, sometimes.
What can you use to find Tatik?
Yeah.
You start noticing that as you're looking through the various ship's ledgers, or the various ships mentioned in this ledger, you notice that there are patterns where it goes to the Fire Crescent,
Right.
back to Republic City, back and forth and back and forth, and that they tend to always be one of three ships, which I'm not going to bother naming
Sure.
right here. but that you can be pretty sure that it seems that Tatik has a relationship with, assuming that this is Tatik going back and forth, has a relationship with these 3 ships. So,
Okay.
those are a way to potentially track him.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other thing that you asked for?
What should I be on the lookout for? Nice general question.
Six bells isn't a thing. Somewhere distantly, you are a farmer after all.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe you've read a couple of books,
Old musty tomes. Used
Some
to have some of those.
adventure novels.
Hell yeah.
Six bells is a time. It is a time at which point there's bells are rung to indicate when shift changes occur. And you should definitely be on the lookout for that.
Got it.
Perhaps one of those novels someone named Aresta used to read.
I had a very distant ancestor named
Between a rock and a hard cock.
I was thinking, heaving waves or something. Heaving is maybe not.
Yeah, I guess they're not quite as obvious as that.
Yeah, between a rock and a hard cock, I feel like is the one Arrested picked up and went, man.
It would be one that Gail was like, "Oh, you like these?"
Yeah.
The rest would be like, "Yeah, sure."
I got you this Christmas present. You're welcome. Enjoy it.
I'll
Read
take
it, I'll
that.
watch.
Uh-huh. It's piracy.
That was Pirates?
I'm not sure. Anyway, thank you. I will venture to rejoin these 2.
You hear 5 bells as you're heading out.
Oh! And then I rush to the door, and then I stop, and then I knock really furiously.
You just like spontaneously orgasm in your bathroom. Oh,
He was thinking, right? He was just remembering that novel.
oh.
That's right, exactly. Oh, thank goodness I'm already naked. Anyway, I rush to the adjoining door between rooms. Actually, probably not an important question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Is there a door adjoining these rooms, or do I have to go out in the hall?
I hadn't thought of that. Sure, why not?
Oh, good.
Hooray!
Anyway, knocking kind of furiously. Are you ready yet? I want to go see some bending. Some pro bending. I guess I can just see bending when, quite often. I want to see some bending.
You probably hear a heavy sigh from the other side of the door. And Don opens it.
I have a lead.
Oh. What kind of lead?
It's the Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny.
The murder board.
He just he holds up the ledger. Youngsu will try to explain what he's found. Look, I don't have all the connections yet, but I think something's going to happen on board this ship. Soon. Tonight, even.
During the 6-bell shift change?
Yeah. So we got to be on the lookout,
Yeah, we really blend in wearing blankets.
Look, I said I was sorry, and it wasn't my fault.
You upset Ha, you drove Ha to drink, and then look what happened.
Holy shit. Young Stu gets
anti-guy.
Young Stu gets a faraway look in his eye. Sadness, perhaps? It's unclear.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't
You
fair.
specifically cannot intimidate a PC.
Call someone out, but yeah,
Mm.
I was just
Calling someone out is another thing.
different.
Bow.
Mhm.
Hey, look, you can finish the rest of this.
Oh.
Pops the rest of the bottle. I gotta go hit the showers. I'll see you later on today. And just sweat is pouring down both of your faces at this point.
Can't finish up.
See you later. She leaves. Huh. Oh no. Bashira got you to drink the drink.
Not my first rodeo.
Damn. You're tougher than you look, Bal. And you look pretty tough.
That looks down at
They call it
their
tough.
aristocratic build.
Oh, yeah.
Lack of big
Lack of like
muscles,
actual muscle.
Because
Yeah.
hair doesn't require much muscle to move around.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah.
I see it.
Does she always give up?
What are you talking about? She's not giving up.
That indicates what's left in her glass.
Well, that just means she's not thirsty. I mean, like, it's not that big a deal, is it? What's wrong?
Means
You don't like Bashira?
no. I think it's something for us to work on.
God, you're like all kinds of strategy, and I appreciate that. Listen, I'm gonna have to go. I gotta take some photos so that I can distribute them when we get back to Republic City, because we need to make sure that we can assemble a following of some young blood. So
Fans to cheer us on because morale is boosted by fans.
yeah,
Speaking of fans, I am overheating from this. I need to find some fresh air.
all right. I'll see you later.
I was going to stand, feel the weight of the drink, and start attempting to make their way back towards the room.
Oh, you absolutely like. You're not drunk.
No.
You're just on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Whoa.
the discomfort of the situation.
Yeah.
And being a bit concerned that, like, because of the presence of the fire, not being clear how much alcohol was in the drink, sort of thing. Being like, am I okay? Or do I not realize how I'm not okay?
Bao, I'm giving you one more fatigue,
Okay.
putting you up to 4.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's head back towards the rooms.
I'm also going to give you the status
Oh boy.
Oh.
of impaired.
Hey.
Accurate.
Hey.
So you're finding your friends.
Yeah, headed back towards the rooms.
Okay, so when you get to the rooms, there is Charlie Day waving about a ledger in front of 2 people who are dressed in sheets.
It probably smells strongly
Yes,
of rice wine.
It smells strongly of wine.
How was practice, Bao?
Are you done?
Sorry we didn't join. There was an incident.
Less party than you. Where's...
Kaiming went up to watch you.
Belle, like, looks over their shoulder, curiously.
Hmm?
So...
She's not. She. I'm trying to see. When was the last time you would have seen her? She's. She was there watching, but when you went off to have the drink, that's when you lost her.
Great.
Yeah. Also, they're like perspiring considerably.
Yeah.
Bao, are you okay?
Team's gonna need work.
Well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Everyone needs
Fire,
work.
death, death art. What did you establish it's called?
Scorched death.
Scorched death sucks.
You had some?
Yeah, it tastes good.
Look, it got Shira to talk to me. She's a fan of the councilwoman.
No.
Wants to follow in her destructive footsteps. Doesn't care if someone gets burned along the way as much as she doesn't want to hurt someone.
You've done a good thing, Bao. We know who we have to take out.
Bao, here, have some water.
I'm sorry for the Inagi. They're gonna lose their star player. Their other star player. No offense.
Youngsu,
What?
no.
We use her. You
Yeah,
don't
so-
just destroy every tool that comes across your way. You use it.
Tell Bao what you figured out.
Youngsu gets a little flushed.
Okay, a shovel could be used to dig some trenches to plant some plants, or a shovel could be used to dig some trenches to put a train through your house. It's just a shovel.
I guess. I just.
We wanted the attention.
Yeah.
There's a now just Mal's like train through your house.
Long story.
We wanted the attention. We need the attention so that the councilwoman likes us. So if I'm playing with the councilwoman's favorite bender, or a bender that at least likes her, then therefore the councilwoman might like us, therefore not kill you or us or whatever. And then eventually we can pretend that we like her and she likes us and la la la, and then we're friends, and then we stab her in the back when she at least expects it.
It's not how I've ever done anything before.
Okay, well you can try to stab her in the face again.
That didn't
Or
work super
hit
well
her.
last time.
Sorry, not stabs. 3-part slaps.
3-part slaps.
Dawn goes to the door and opens the door.
Kaiming is standing there, and she has a cloche.
Oh my god.
Oh, food. Okay,
come in.
Cloche. Yeah, I was translating.
I don't know if this works. And then she lifts up, and there's several apples have been cut very precisely so that all the slices are the same size, and they're in a spiral. And then drizzled over the apples, there seems to be some kind of honey.
Ooh. Way too loudly while the door's still open. But I was like, thank you, chef, for preparing this intricate delicacy for our seeker to be able to commune with the spirits.
Dawn tries to pull
Come on,
Kaiming inside and close the
Are we all
door.
doing a thing where we're not wearing clothes?
Yeah. Most.
Toga party.
Ha threw up rice wine everywhere.
You found Ha!
Yeah.
That one was saw for the first time.
Ha's not in this room. Ha's
Oh.
in the other
Oh,
room.
that's
Right.
right.
You Ha in the other room?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Thank you.
With all the lights out.
Okay, then Val looks around for Ha.
Just resting.
Kaiming puts a hand on Youngsu's shoulder. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, Kaiming. We've been a lot of discoveries today, actually.
Them.
I found this down in the hold, and I display the ledger proudly. Now look, I'm not a ship dock academic type kind of guy, sailor man, but what I do know, and then I essentially reiterate my thoughts or findings, right? That there are certain patterns which implicate Tatik, probably, something we could use to track him, which now Oda would be interested in, I think, specifically, and that we're almost at 6 bells. Something's gonna happen on this ship. Ship. This ship.
During
They'll
what I
show
meant.
at the end of the
Change.
shift.
At this ship.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen on this ship soon. And I think it has something to do with this conspiracy, with the people who are at the center of all of this. I don't know exactly, but I'll be on deck. I'll be watching.
We can't split up. This is dangerous. Maybe one of us is a target.
Right.
So we stick together.
We'll all have to go then.
I mean,
We can't miss this opportunity. Done.
it's opportunity. We don't know what we're looking for.
We can't just sit around on this ship enjoying ourselves either, Don.
Oh, you're right, because I was having such a great time before. Covered in spirit puke, wrapped up in a blanket,
Wasn't spirit puke.
hiding out in my room.
You wrapped yourself up in a blanket. Sorry. That wasn't
Nice.
look some
It
bad
wasn't
stuff.
nice.
No, it wasn't nice. It's where we are.
I'm sorry if I want all of us to get to Republic City in one piece. I dragged us onto this stupid boat.
It's a great boat. It's not a stupid boat. I don't think you're stupid either. So there.
So what, we go up to the deck? Bao maybe wants rest? I don't know. How do you feel, Bao?
Absolutely terrified.
About what?
Everything. I've just signed up to be a pro bender. I have lied our way through the last 4 hours. I am on the run from not just my parents, but an entire family that wields so much power that no one understands. My own second closest cousin is now discovered that I was involved in the offing of his captor. He's going to be after us. My family's going to be after us. The councilwoman is going to be after us. Everyone on this boat is going to be after us. And something is about to happen. And all I can think about is whether or not I could survive the swim back to shore.
Kate, I'm taking away one of your fatigue.
Oh.
As the relief washes
Ooh.
over them from having
Confessed.
Confessed. I'm pretty scared too.
Me too. And, I mean, just know that if you're swimming back to shore, you're not swimming alone.
We can put a sail on my staff. Would have to make boat first, I guess.
We have honey apples for the road. The water. The water road.
Look, the point is that we're all in this together. And I think if anybody comes for one of us, they're coming for all of us. Youngsu, not maybe deliberately, but he is including Kaiming and now Oda in this, like, you all situation that he's implying here. And that's something we should remember. We don't have to be alone. I don't know anything about your family other than you and Jai. They sound like they're interested in accumulating power at all costs, but it's more nuanced than that. I don't know anything, really.
I know that about some stuff.
I have a feeling that while, Val, you might assume that there's always going to be a way to work around a problem, redirect it, and then end up in the most advantageous position, sometimes the most advantageous thing to do is look your enemy in the eye and tell them that you've got their number.
I don't know how you do that. And I know that's exactly how you do it.
That's who I am. But that's why we're a team. Because I don't know how you do what you do. And also I want to watch you in a pro bending match. I'm sorry you're scared about it. I'm really excited. That's still on, right?
I mean, I think so.
This is the big ship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For probably wealthy folks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Gotta be a boutique somewhere. So, I think it's time for us to go on a shopping spree. I always feel better after I spend some money. Bao looks to...
Whoop. Yep. I'm excited. Yep.
Bao looks to Kaiming and now for any sort of indication of interest in this event.
I would love to be wearing something other than this.
And that will get us out on deck. That'll let us look like normal people again. And listen for your bells.
I love it when a good plan comes together.
I literally can't remember the last time I wasn't wearing sage green.
I'm sure they have it in stock somewhere, but if you're looking for a chain,
Sure,
I think you'd look great in just about anything.
Thanks, Kaiming.
Maybe purple?
Can try it.
What about you? Oh.
What about? Oh, I just thought I was going. We don't have to buy any clothes for me. I was just going along. I've got these, and then he remembers that his clothes are in fact not on his body. They are in the bag in front of the room. He's obviously fashioned himself something to not show off his genitals.
Like a towel around
Like
the
a-
waist or something.
Just a classic,
Yeah,
just a classic
I've
towel.
been naked this whole time.
Classic towel around the waist situation. Yeah.
Yes, hello. How are you today?
You
The
guys-
classic stepping into a dressing room.
How about we all go? We'll get some clothes, and then see what we can do.
Oh, but I don't have any money.
Who said you were paying?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to send my clothes out to the laundry. Bao reaches into one of their sleeves and pulls out a hefty coin purse.
Oh, where did it come from?
Young Sue can also pull out a hefty coin.
Oh, jingle jangle.
Yeah, he's just wearing a codpiece
Correct,
full
yes.
of coins.
Correct. Full of coins. That's right. Pay the piper. The joke there. I like this. Let's do it.
Do it.
Well, I mean, I hate to say it, Bao, but lead the way? Oh, come on. No, we'll all go together. I'm going to glance in on Ha. Sleeping soundly. Looking good. Aw. Oh, little bud's all tuckered out. Drinking that much rice wine can't be good for any sort of living creature. Sweet dreams, buddy. Dream of thick-stubbed little spirit. I love you, I whispered. Is this what? Sorry, this is the butterfly me. Is this care? This is my other. This is my principle of care, and I'm just telling you that's how it's manifesting today.
Well, great. You just shifted your balance.
Okay, well, shit. All right, fine, whatever. I'm not mad at it. Oh, dear. Some growth tonight. Fuck it, whatever. It's fine.
It's quite
Is
alright.
this care? Anyway, I come back and I report that I is sleeping soundly. Go find some bells and some threads. Call them thread. Clothes. Come on.
Okay.
You feeling better?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to do some rapid fire pointing. And
Yes.
you're going to say what outfit you've picked out for yourself.
Oh, shit!
And go.
Something that evokes the Air Nation without fully appropriating it, that's really stylish and has long flowing sleeves.
Go.
Basically like Bao, but in a green and with like frog, what are those called? Frog buttons?
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just way more formal than he ever wears.
And go.
A purple dress,
Oh, lovely.
just below the knee.
Kai Ming has elected to wear. Has elected.
Yeah, it's a new set of
have her armor.
Of course, yeah.
She could just put that shit on. No. However, she is instead elected to wear the green of the Earth Kingdom still, but she's wearing it in a. She's selected an evening gown.
Quite nice.
With a high slit up one side
Oh.
and a rather well fitting. Yeah, sure, a rather well fitting corset.
Damn. Oh. So thirsty.
Now has elected to wear a red blazer with a red blazer, but underneath is a silk blouse with very kind of close-fitting pants and shoes with a heel on them.
Cool look too. Excuse me.
with a red soul underneath. The Wu-Tang? No, Fire Nation. Shopping's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really helps out. One of the things that I will point out, though, is that 6 bells on a ship happens only 30 minutes after 5 bells on a ship.
Ooh, I did not know that.
And you hear 6 bells. Ding, 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 ding. Only 2 seconds before the explosion.
I hope that one's on top. Oh, good.
Not another meteor.
The Nancy Drew crossover. Explosion. Oh man, Varric's gonna be so angry.
Spells and a bit.
Oh, I should
Oh,
title it. Hang on, let me stick.
But not before you eat some caviar?
Oh.
I gotta throw food in there somewhere.
honey apples.
Honey apples didn't make it in. Anyway,
Honey,
Honey, have an apple.
there we go.
honey, have an apple. Yay!
Catherine,
Yes.
let's have a look at your growth, shall we?
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh, did you bring us back to the...
Yeah, since
it
you had never started it, I figured I should do the toggle. So we're good.
Mm-mm.
All right. There's your current growth.
Hey.
Which means, first, Kate, what'd you learn?
Learned some dynamics of the banding team, particularly that as about Bashira's connections to the Fire Sages and Councilwoman Takata.
Yeah.
Elizabeth?
I mean, I learned that there is a conspiracy existing on the ship that may or may not have something to do with us. Might be completely separate.
Scott?
I learned that now Oda is throwing in with us, at least for now, and is all in on, and has bought in to what we've decided to reveal to her. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 3 growth right
Hey.
there. Kate, did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
No.
Elizabeth?
No.
Scott?
Not really.
Kate, did you guide a companion towards balance or end the session at your center?
No.
Elizabeth?
I ended it at my center.
Ding.
Hey!
Scott?
No, I tried.
You tried.
I tried.
Finally, your individual questions. Kate?
I did learn something about my family, is that they are the client of now Oda / the person who hired her.
Hmm.
Elizabeth?
Shit, yeah.
Did you accomplish a feat worthy of your burden and tradition?
Not today. Scott?
Did I make progress in my goal towards my adversary? No. Again, not today. I found another stage in that process, but...
All right. Kate, you want to highlight someone's play here?
Yeah. I want to highlight how Don negotiated the comedy of doors that was going on with the room, and particularly choosing not to brush off the fountain. Actually choosing to let your character be annoyed by something. It's nice. It's nice to see that side of Don. The fact that it may or may not be motivated by the other things that are going on in our life and stuff, but it feels whole and well-rounded. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also on the topic, I just think that Youngsu's behavior towards Ha after they were reunited was so friggin' precious. It was adorable, but it also screams I have a child that maybe I don't see all that often, but but I love them so much, but I also don't really know what to do with them. It was just adorable. And, a lot of love, a lot of care, some guilt thrown in there, and it was very sweet.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And I wanted to highlight, Kate, I feel like today was a session where we got to learn quite a bit about Bao's relationship with their family. Like, we keep, it's not just hints, but like, we keep getting additional pieces of that story and the relationship. But I wanted to highlight the confession to everyone of being terrified in this moment. It was like, frankly, it was unexpected. And specifically to confess to a group of people something emotionally vulnerable was just a few different stages removed from what I was expecting. It was really cool. Great moment, and it led us to being closer as a group, I think.
If it wasn't for the fire burning in their stomach, they may have tried to find a way to get rid of now for this convention, but fuck it, their stomach's
fuck
on.
it. I love it. Yeah, no, absolutely.
John, I think that the way now is she knows we're not telling her everything, she's not telling us everything, but there's still a certain amount of, okay, at the moment we're on the same side, and like there is some trust even if there isn't full disclosure at this time. I think that's a really tough line to walk, and like she's right there, and it's awesome. So and the benders.
Yeah, I want to highlight I'm getting like it's a parallel to the vibe I got from May and oh god, I can't remember their names now, but like Azula May and Ty Lee.
Yeah.
It's
Ozai's Angels.
Yes, Ozai's Angels.
God.
It's like a parallel kind of vibe in the way the three work together, but they're still a team and they still kind of work together, you know? It was it was really interesting. I liked it a lot. Yeah, really cool. And thanks for the kind words, Kung Fu Fenris. Appreciate it.
I am looking forward to a week of coolness. Anyone care to tell me what's happening during a week of coolness?
Week of coolness. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I stream on Tuesdays at 1800. Method Madness. It's a little freeform these days because I'm still kind of landing on like what games I'm loving. You know, there's some exciting FMV stuff coming up in the future. Thanks, Pukajutsu, for putting me onto that. But the details will be on the Discord. I think we might return to Sherlock Holmes, but I need some more laughs too. So we'll see what that looks like.
Jinx.
We need some more of that Jenksy guy. Hi, Jenks.
Ah!
As we return on Tuesday at 1800.
John, you were talking to folks about RPGClinic during the break, but none of us were in the room.
Yeah, so I've just been saying that Thursdays, which is typically the day that I would have done Clinic Hours, end up being difficult for me because those are the days that I'm almost always in office, so I can't necessarily predict when I get back. But we'll see about next week. This week I am buried in the office, so
I ended up steel streaming this past week, and I may do it again.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I'm into rehearsals. My schedule's a little bit more weird. Maybe there'll be a random afternoon stream, but Discord.
As always.
Punchy, Friday at 1800.
Yes.
Drew Crew on Saturday at 1500, and Punchy Book Club on Sunday at noon.
Damn. Yeah.
It's been
And
pushed a week.
awesome. I mean, looking forward to that as well. Doomed, I'm gonna flag as a maybe because Saturday when it might be an event all day, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, the Discord is where you'll find all this information about what streams are coming up and when.
And Sunday we'll be right back here with episode 12 of Avatar Legends: The Mirror Scale.
I'm gonna just shout out Kung Fu Fenris for being here. Super
Thank you.
appreciated that you're here. Honestly, KFF, there's hopefully some really cool stuff coming up for you, and we're all crossing our fingers.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, our fingers are going to be pointing in a certain direction. That's this way.
Oh, yeah.
And then this way.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for following.
Big hearts.
Bye.
Big hearts. Big ups. Bye. Woo!